less red, because I was having some red things before here.
Oh, there he goes. We're live, it says.
Yeah, it says live. Look at that.
I got static again.
Oh, don't worry, Aiden. You'll be fine. Okay, listen, this is the comedy workshop. And what that is a bunch of comedians get random topics and we tell jokes for 3 to 5 minutes. And then we give advice to each other and tags and anything else. We try to be personable and have fun. But tonight, guess what? It's special. We're not doing random jokes. We're doing our own sets, 2 of our own sets. And the thing about it is that it's a 420 show, April 20th. Let's have a cheer, round of applause for that, everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to have some watchers.
Golf claps.
Don't worry, I'm going to fix it.
Like golf claps.
My computer's screwed up, people. So I'm going to keep moving. And we're going to get this thing straight. See up my nostril hairs. Let's fix this. Let's do this. All right. Okay, so announcements. This is a comedy safe space. What that means, it's safe for us and not for you. That's the thing. It is. We're here to just have fun, and it's all intent of being funny and making people laugh. And if you don't like it, whatever. That's the way it happens. So we're going to do our own set first. We're going to go around, like I said. Then we're going to get high. We're going to get high, high, high. We're all sober now. And I'm telling you right now that this is more like exhausting to me than anything else. Being sober before a comedy show is really tough. I'm talking fast. I don't feel I have my timing. It's because anybody on 420 shows, they're stoners. They're not just normal people getting stoned. We're all stoners, are we not? Everybody? Yeah, that's what we did. So, okay, so let's go through and just introduce everybody quickly, okay? So Michael Copenhaver, where you from, buddy? What do you do?
I'm in Ohio, United States. I'm a comedian, man.
Yeah,
I'm all over the place. I've been in it for a few years now. I'm making big strides this year, sliding into some more clubs, winning competitions from Georgia to Pittsburgh, just burning it down, baby. I just love comedy. I love making people laugh, and I'm here to do the same for you all.
That's great, man. That's awesome to hear. You pumped me up. Big question, though. Did you cheat on us today? Did you get that?
But we covered this already. I mean, I can't go all day. But what I did not do was eat any edibles until about 15 minutes ago. That way I should really be kicking in for that second half show.
I was going to think about
roughly around there.
I haven't had people in so long.
Sometimes they take longer.
Yeah. Kel, where
Davis, I know where they're at.
You're from? What's your deal?
From Niagara Falls, Canada. Hey. This is my very first time on the comedy workshop and actually trying stand-up at all. So you guys all have the unique opportunity to figure out if I should always perform sober or high. So I will be posting a Facebook poll later.
Woo! Yeah, that's awesome. I like to see that.
Which do you think you'll prefer?
Probably high, because it's pretty tough being sober right now. Honestly, yeah, same.
Yeah, that's.
I'll drink to that.
We have a Facebook.
We'll smoke to it later.
We have a Facebook watcher. Hey, no, 2 of you. I don't know which 2. We'll just gamble on that. Hey, Aiden, what else about you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm. This will be my first time doing a stand-up set. I'm from Colorado. Well, actually, I was born in Oklahoma, but I'm in Colorado right now. Probably the greenest state on earth, right next to Washington. So,
big question for you is, what kind of parents would let you get a nose ring at 13? That's the.
Really cool ones, I've been told. Really fucking cool ones.
They sound pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thanks. Hey, Joe Gomez, tell us about you, buddy.
Hey, everybody. My name is Joe Gomez, a.k.a. the Joke Daddy. I've been doing comedy for a couple years now here in Seattle and just trying to make some moves now that the lockdowns are getting lifted and people are getting safe and healthy and we've learned how to cope with all of this. So let's open up. Let's do it. I hope I make you laugh tonight. I'm excited to be on this this show. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Awesome. Hey, Eric, Orion, tell us about you, man. Where are you from?
Originally from New York, but I am residing in Grand Rapids, Michigan. There's nothing exciting to say after that about that place that I just mentioned. So I take that for what you will. You know, we've got all these great lakes, and I mean, that's probably why they're so great, is that people see that it's greater out there than on the land, and they just jump in and you never see them again. My first 420 show, I believe, virtual or otherwise with a live audience. And yeah, I'm just ready to have fun. I rearranged my work schedule so that I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow morning to recover from tonight. And yeah, it's great to be on here with all of you guys and lady for first time. So let's do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And for a fun fact for the viewers out there, Grand Rapids, Michigan, home of Ashley from Evil Dead. Thank you. I knew that. We know that. Grand Rapids.
Random other fun fact: they filmed the first American Pie movie here. So yeah.
Town full of pie fuckers.
But all the cool stops. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I didn't introduce myself actually. My name is Keller Reeves. I'm out of Chilliwack, which is about an hour and a half of Vancouver, Canada. You know, it's this is what I do. I have no life apart from going to work every day and doing this at night. So that's what I am. So, well, here's the pro, right? So I'm going to get my little timer going. For all you people at home, I assume everybody knows what's going on that's in the audience because we get the regular viewers. So here's what I do. I get my little timer going. I give myself the clock of 3 minutes, and I tell jokes. And I'm going to go first because that's I'm a gracious host. That's what I do. I like to, I like to serve servitude. Yes, that's what I like to do. Oh, I was going to do my timer and then having my jokes written down. This is not going to work. Well, I had plans. They're getting ruined, so I'm just going to have to time myself here. Okay, listen. Here are some jokes I wrote today. Okay, just I'm save these ones for I'm stoned. I think I'm going to tell you my old jokes. So that's what it is. You guys know what a pseudonym is? You guys know that? What a pseudonym is? Yeah, that's how people with cleft palates pronounce cinnamon. That's what. Like that. It took me about an hour to write that joke because I couldn't spell pseudonym. That's a true story. I was trying to type it in, and it's like pseudonym. No, pseudonym. That's when I got really not racist or anything. But what's the word for it? Ableist. That's when I got real ableist right there. Oh, that was a tough one to say. Here's a fun fact about me: is that I have a world record. Okay, I have a world record for the most amount of yo said in one sentence. That's my Guinness Book of World Record. I'll give you the example of it. It's 11 yos, so deep. It takes a lot of for this. Process. Yo, Eureka, Yolanda. You know, I just found your yo-yo on your floor, yo. That was 11 yos in one sentence. Thank you very much. Thank you. 11 yos. That's the world record. You just witnessed it. I previously beat the record of 5, which I also owned. It was much more simple. Way more simple. No, I got that joke because I was watching a lot of battle rap this COVID. I never watched battle rap, and I just started getting to it and watching it and just enjoying it from afar. And I always thought it was funny because they always start their raps. They always get trying to. It was like, okay, yo, okay, yo, okay, yo, okay, yo, okay, yo, and I'm always like, how many fucking yos? Okay, like how many yos is too many yos? And it's 11. I figured it out. That's the thing. It's 11 yos. Yos in one sentence. So, but yeah, battle rap's funny because it's nobody watches it at all. But from 2012, it's pretty old. So probably your parents might have watched it, Aiden. But it's but there's a champion called Blind Fury. Have you guys heard of him? Blind Fury. He's this kind of white guy, little short, kind of gnomish looking white guy. That's he's blind basically. He can't see. And I was so it's funny, like, how does he actually battle these people? Because like half the guys are always just commenting on their like what they look like. You can't go in there like, hey, you stink, man. You can't say stuff like that. Like, what's he? He let them touch his face beforehand, like to see what he looks like, so they can kind of. I do think Blind Fury is funny because it's like I think the audience really accepts him, like the urban audience, because technically he doesn't know he's black. right? He's blind. The thing is color, you know. Okay, that joke sometimes works for me. It sometimes doesn't. It's like, I promise this set will go better second half. Okay, let's do one more. Man, it's tough being sober. I get anxiety going. I feel like I'm totally thrown off. It's fun. So it'll be perfect for Aiden and Kevin doing the first time. So, okay,
Sure.
run it a Bailey. Coffee tastes like shit. It's like, I go to Starbucks every day. And this is what I bought today, actually. I bought this from Starbucks, this cool cup I got from my Starbucks points. I got that from. And every time I go in, you know, I got a mask on, but I do the mobile ordering, you know, you guys know mobile ordering stuff. And it's always like, I send it in, it got your name on it, tells you what kind, you put the sticker on the side. So they always know my name. I come in and it's always like cheerleaders. Always like, hey, Keller, how's it going, Keller? Nice to see you, Keller. What's going on, Keller? Stand up, Keller. Let's do this, Keller. What's going on? Hey, happy to see you. Hey, you like this color? You always have blonde, Keller. What's the deal with that, Keller? And it was like, it feels really good, and I really enjoy her doing it every single day. So that's yeah. Anyways, I think that's my time. Thank you very much. Cool. So, here's where I go around the circle, and you give me small tags or input, or just say it was good. That's all it was, or say it was bad too. Michael, what do you have for me, buddy?
Good energy. Maybe in that beginning one with the pseudonym, go with the musical, the obvious musical beat you can use there. Pseudonym. I was trying to sing it to myself, even trying to use any kind of mnemonic device. Nope, I'm just stupid. Couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
That might help you out.
Pseudonym. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to remember that.
Or throw it right away, because I'm a moron too. I don't know where you want to go with that.
Oh, I don't know. I never thought about that. I do like singing songs like that. So it's yeah, that's a good way to remember it. Can you spell pseudonym?
Pseudonym.
There you go. I couldn't do it before that joke.
Holy
So,
shit.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Teaching right there, eh? So awesome.
I have a degree in secondary education. I should know at least a little bit how to spell. I'm supposed to be able to teach.
Well, Cal, what do you think? What do you have?
Well, pretty new on giving immediate feedback here, but I like your little Starbucks thing. It's like, it reminds me of like cheerleaders, like, give me a K, give me an E, give me an L, give this guy a coffee. Like, I don't know.
Good tag, actually. I had nowhere to take that. So that's a good tag. Thank you. So,
No problem.
yeah. Did you have anything else? You good?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. How about you, Aiden? What do you think?
I'm surprised that you can afford Starbucks every day.
No, right?
More or less, but no, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny throughout the entire time. I think maybe you should try for a new record of 12 yo's in a sentence. That one was pretty good.
Oh man, I've extended it as far as I could. It started off at like 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. It got to 11, and I can't squeeze one more in there. But please give it to me, because I don't think
I think if you were like to do like a rap song, like, you know, based off of those yo's, be like the most basic white dude trying to rap. That's probably how you can do it.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense too. Oh yeah, someone did say it sounded like a rap in a way, but I don't think I could ever do that again. Oh, I don't think I could put that beat. It's too fast. I can't say it without being fast, because it's so hard to remember, like all those 11 ones. So it's like, yeah, replacement stuff. But yeah, thank you for that. How about you, Joe?
Keller, good set. This I can't even say that word. The one, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Maybe like if I did it with like a Mexican accent, it might work a little better. Pseudonym.
Sounds like Sudafed.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I thought that was really funny. That was really clever. I really enjoyed that one. You're watching that. Oh, well, the yo. That was funny. That is just a joke, right? Do you really have?
No, it's just a joke.
Okay. That would be really. I mean. Yeah, no, just claim it, own it, act like you do. Never tell anybody you don't really.
They prove me wrong. They can't.
I like how that's fine. That means they're thinking about you later.
Yeah.
the battle raps. You started watching battle raps from afar, is what I think is what you said, and I think that's a very safe place for you to watch battle raps.
Yeah.
Like that in your little blanket fort. Like I just feel like that's probably the best thing for you. I think you should tag that up. I mean,
Yeah.
you're from where are you from? Canada, Chilliwack? I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot of battle rapping or battles of any kind. And maybe you could talk about that. Like the only battles I'm familiar with is my battle with obesity or diabetes. I don't know. So, but I really like the premise. I'm not trying to. It's a good premise, good stuff, man. I should not smoke weed more often.
He's roasting me here instead of giving me.
I'm just trying. I think it's got a lot of legs, man, that you could go with. So I thought it was good. So
Yeah, thank you.
go
That's
with it.
good job. How about you, Eric? What do you got?
Yeah, definitely gonna jump on the energy train here. There was a lot of that involved in the whole thing. Talking about the yo-yos and the battle raps, I've been guilty of watching them also from afar, which is my couch. Watching rap battles. As soon as you mentioned the rap battles, I thought of how many times they do say yo or the other person's name that they're about to rap with. It's like, are you saying their name because you forgot or you just don't know what to say yet during your rap battle? You know, and I'm sorry, what was the name of the town that you're from?
Chilliwack.
Oh yeah, you could make some silly little thing about how that you would be in a rap battle, but your game is pretty Chilliwack. Or your rap battle game is pretty chill, something like that. But yeah, no, the Starbucks stuff too. I'm steadily employed, and I don't think I could afford Starbucks every day, but I probably could. There's just other things I could not have on a regular basis.
Yeah, well, I gotta not every day. No.
Yeah, like weed.
Yeah.
You probably could eat every day if you had, a latte a day habit. So.
Yeah, I like it nice and black. I like, it's only $2. I guess like it's $10 a week to have coffee. I mean, you think about it, I'm not going to movies. I can't else. I mean, I'm on like bars because I can't go anywhere right now. Like everybody's got excess funds if you weren't affected by COVID. So
Poor Keller.
get nothing to do.
Just wants a cup of coffee.
He's getting just ripped on for the fact that he's getting Starbucks.
Yeah, they rub it in your face there. Yeah.
And I'm too poor for Starbucks, okay? I get cheap $2 filters and the cheapest coffee possible.
That's okay too, man. Because you know what? You got Bailey's. It all tastes good, like I said. So just that's how we move on. Now we're gonna skip Michael for various reasons we talked about earlier. We're gonna talk about it now. He's sketchy, basically. No, I'm kidding. But we will introduce our first comedian apart from me. It's our first time, so let's give her a warm welcome. Audience members, you type in there because we can put your little stuff on the side here and take it off anytime we want to. So let's go. Kel Davies, let's put a round behind.
Hi there. So little about me. I'm childless. I don't have any children. I mean, I can't have any children. Physically I can, but I just, with the amount of weed I smoke, probably a bad idea. I once had a hamster and I got high and left the cage open so many times that he just figured out how to close it himself. Did I mention I was 40? He's like, I got this, with this tiny little hamster hands. He's like, you just enjoy yourself over there. Just please don't forget I eat once a day. Yeah, my poor little chunky just passed away last month. Not because I forgot to feed him, but I do miss him though. My OG original gerbil. Just gonna pour one out for my my hammy right now. I always had this fear that I would forget my baby somewhere. I was never really fully aware why I had that fear until my mom told me that she forgot me at a baseball field one time when I was a baby. It was the 70s. It was a small town. I was safe-ish. The T-ball coach who found me, he was more into boys anyway. I did read though that baseball fields have a very high rate of kidnapping. That "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" song. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Well, good fucking thing, Billy, because you're in the trunk of this pervert's car and you're never seeing your parents again. Yeah, you ain't getting back all right. You might be getting on your back later, though. Sorry. Me and my husband, we decided it was just safer to get a dog instead. And then I decided to get 2 more dogs, 2 cats, a hamster, and 10 lizards. I don't want to be a mother at all. No. I'm a 42-year-old woman with no children, which translates into I'm horny all the fucking time. My husband and I were at Costco a little while back, and the jumbo packs of batteries were on sale, and I just started rifling those bitches into the cart really fast, and he was like, whoa, what do we need all these batteries for? And I was like, we don't. My vibrator definitely does, though. Yeah. I was also scared to have kids too because they're really, really shitty to each other. I went to school with this girl named Anita, and the boys called her Anita Lay so much that she just became a slut. We were like, Anita, you don't have to do this. And she was like, what other choice do I have? And we were like, you know what? You're right. But just be safe at least. Myself, though, I went unnamed for a week. And then my mom just opened a baby book and went, Kelly. Done. That's it. So there I was, Kelly Parton. Seems pretty innocent. No, it wasn't. I had one of the worst nicknames out there, Kelly Farton. Or sorry, Smelly Farton. Yeah, so elementary school was pretty rough on me. Fast forward 30 years past that, though, I do have a touch of IBS now. So either, my parents had some really great forethought or just a super sick sense of humor. But I guess I won't ever know. Not because they're dead, just because, again, with the amount of weed I smoke, I just forget to ask them about it. Things just got worse for me, though, in school. I was the first in my class to get armpit hair. Not the first girl, just the first one in my entire class. Imagine my poor mother having to shave your 8-year-old's armpits because she's not even allowed to use the adult scissors yet, let alone a razor. People always told me, though, I look like my father. He's had a full beard my entire life, so not exactly a compliment for a lady. But lately, I'm beginning to see an eerie resemblance. Since I have to wear a mask in public all the time now, it's given me the freedom to grow out all of my facial hair. So I have a throat patch here and a hairy freckle down here. I'm got a pretty sweet Fu Manchu coming in. So I was thinking maybe I should give back. I'm thinking of creating my own Movember, but I definitely need a new name naturally, right? So right now I'm thinking of calling it Ape Roll. So, I mean, ladies, anyone who's with me, I mean, we only have 10 days left, but I mean, this is what happens when you leave it up to a pothead to organize something. So,
Hey!
Thank you.
How about you, Joe? Why don't you start this time?
Oh, okay. Hey, Kel, great job. Wow.
Thank you.
First time, you clearly have taken time to write, and that's something that most comedians, mainly myself, don't take enough time to do. So good on you. Keep at it. So
Thank you.
that hamster joke was, or talking about your hamster, all that stuff, being too stoned to take care of it, hilarious. I love it. The OG line, great tag. Closing the cage, I love it because I always picture like my dog looking at me real judgmentally. Anytime I'm smoking, it's like just looks at me with like disappointment and like, I know we're not going on a walk later. This is great. So I think maybe expand more on the gerbils point of view. I think that
Okay.
that might be a funny topic to keep rolling with. Your baseball references were hilarious. I there's really nothing else I can say about that, but that whole bit about baseball and the coach not being interested in girls and just the boys, hilarious concept. Sing that song with conviction.
Okay.
I know it's like super weird, and you're like, are people buying this? Am I hitting the notes? Like, it doesn't matter. Just sing that song. You can even shorten it a little bit, like just sing the end part, but
Okay.
just hit it. Just believe
All
it
right.
because it builds and it works. So good job. And then vibrators. That makes guys very uncomfortable. So talk about it and maybe like go in. Like, I don't just need new batteries. I need a new motor. I need like
A new
the
protective cover.
sheen is running off, is like rubbing off. Like, I don't even know what color it is anymore. Like, just dig in, as it were. So,
Yeah. Awesome.
good job.
Losing the finish on my vibrator. Perfect.
Well, Michael, you
One thing I really liked about what you did is right off the bat, you were making it personal to yourself. You were talking about you, things that were pertinent to your life. You do that. So you're in your 40s and you're just starting out. You have something over every young person starting out right now, and that's life experience. Use that shit to your advantage.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
that's great advice. Throw it out if you want to, but I'm telling you right now, the more you can talk about you, the more an audience will instantly connect with you. If you
Awesome.
bare yourself to them, I mean, even if it's unlikable, and I'm not saying Joe's wrong. I love that baseball shit. I wouldn't take any of it out. It's a nice slow build. What I would do is use some pauses though. Let that tension build a little bit, and then break it with your punchline to get the laugh out. Let them stew in that uncomfortability a little bit, and then release it with a nice punchline. You're going to be fine. It was your first time ever. You were flying through your set just to get it out. And I know what that's like. I did the exact same thing my first time. Slow it down, take a breath, enjoy it next time. You didn't have a chance to enjoy it this time. But I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. Like Joe said, you wrote a lot. It showed you were really thinking about what you want to talk about. And that's something a lot of first timers don't do. They're just up there drunk and wing it. Well, I've been told I was fun at parties. And it doesn't work. What you did, that's comedy. Keep it up, honey. You're doing great.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if the baseball stuff was too dark, and
Oh, it's never too dark for me. Some rooms will pull back from you. But that's a nice thing. When that happens, now you dug yourself a little hole. Now you come back with some of that friendly stuff. Like the end with the vibrator and all that. I'm like, oh, she's not so bad. I like to jack my twat too. Masturbation brings us all together. It really does.
Yeah.
Write that line down, because you
Word.
can tag that on somewhere. That'll come back.
It's going on Twitter. It's where it's going.
Jack my twat.
I'm just writing twat in large letters with stars beside it.
I've got away with words, Joe.
That's the way to do it. Just make it a big blaring sign. Dance around with it outside your capital. You'll be fine.
Awesome. How about you, Eric? Do you got anything for Cal?
Yeah, great stuff. A lot of stuff has already been mentioned. I actually got so wrapped up in a lot of the stuff very early on with the, OG original gerbil, and that I almost forgot about the baseball references because there was just so much going on there. I'm like, oh my god, the pets and the batteries and the shopping, the gross coach, and you know what I mean, like all that stuff. But just to not reiterate too much of whatever got already, but yeah, the life experience thing, that's a huge advantage for you. I think, again, the rushing through it thing, it's hard to do the pauses here because we're not in front of a live audience, but I understand where that comment came in and why it was necessary to be said, so I totally get that. This is a weird first-time venue. I'm sure a lot of people that you can't hear laughing were laughing, but you just couldn't hear them.
Right.
I'm sure there's a lot of reactionary stuff there. But yeah, the truth of it is really what did it for me. Yeah, life experience helps, but the getting right into something that was personal right off the bat, but not too personal. Where like obviously if it was a guy, it would probably be really creepy. How soon do you take that leap to make it uncomfortable and gross? Like there's a timing for guys that is so like elemental for it. But I feel like in the world of comedy, ironically enough, women can get away with it faster. They just don't get as many opportunities because like most things are boys clubs, but that's a totally different thing. But yes, telling your truth, telling your story, the way it was put together. Again, yeah, lazy comics don't write. So yeah, you obviously put a lot of thought into it, and I think you reap some major benefits from that. So great stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a
I-
lot.
Agree for a lot of stuff, whatever he said. Like I wanted to let everybody go because I had so many things written down. And everybody's giving me better tags and better help than I could have. But we really liked all your jokes. Every one after another I thought was hilarious. And for your first time, it was really, really good. The only thing that I will give you a tag, really dumb, and I like stupid dumb things, is that when you talk about a Movember sort of thing, I just thought a hairy
Yeah.
mole because you talking about hairy mole.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's probably hard to say, but why? That's funny. We got some people talking to you. So here, there's this person was laughing just for you. You're up there. And it was like, hey guys, hey Facebook user, we can't see who that is.
Sorry.
Here's one. That was her first time popping her comedy tonight. Nice. look at that. So way to go. Another round of applause for Kel, everybody.
Thank you.
So Joe, you okay? You ready to go?
Oh man. Yeah, let's wow, how am I gonna follow that?
Let me do an intro though, okay? Because I forgot to do it for this last time here. And definitely not Ryan Sim. Okay, that's a running joke for today. Everybody knows that. Yeah. Okay, so here, listen, I gotta do an intro because this one time this comedian really cut down on me hard for not doing good intro. His name's Dan Brennan. Just a real guy that's a real problem for me. Just every time I gotta do a good intro every single time, right? Because of Dan Brennan, that's what it is. So here it is, okay? Listen, I want you to put your hands together loudly and strongly and for a long time, please. Welcome, Seattle Alone. Tacoma Zone? Tacoma or Seattle? Tacoma, right?
Yeah.
Tacoma Zone, Joe Gomez.
Man, wow. You guys, thank you. What a treat. It's a pleasure to be here today, let me tell you. What a day, 420. Wow. I'm supposed to be sober all day so I could get through this. And I start work at 4 a.m. So that wasn't going to happen. So I got up, did what I had to do to get through the day so I could be here with you people. Let me tell you. I even went to a baseball game. I did stay sober through that. So give me a little bit of credit there. I'm excited. Wow, what a great lineup we've had already. I'm just gonna jump into talking about my kids because I got 4 of them, and most parents would tell you what a delight, how great that is. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. My son, I think he's a little soft. Caught him crying the other day, and it made me upset because he's a junior and I'm no crybaby. So I go up to him and I ask him, I'm like, hey, son, what's wrong? Why are you crying? He goes, well, I just found out that your dad left you when you were a kid. All right. I mean, I guess, but 25 years of therapy proves that no, he didn't leave me. He left mom. So, I don't know. I get a lot of grief because I actually talk more about my mom in my comedy sets than I do my dad. And I mean, plain and simple, you talk about what you know. So sorry, Dad. It'd be nice to talk about you if I knew you. Sucker, your loss. So I think because of all this, like I need to go through a divorce. I think that's it. I think the only way to toughen up my kid's skin is to just to break his heart. I mean, my kids got it so easy. I mean, I had to cut the crust off my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when I was growing up. These kids have Uncrustables. I mean, what is that? What is that? Kool-Aid? If I wanted Kool-Aid, I had to make Kool-Aid. you know, and now they got Kool-Aid in a pouch. It's ready to go, which I'm not going to complain about that because they got the adult version with alcohol. And so, you know, I'm glad that we've made advances, you know, it's good. I'm happy about that. But don't worry. I'm not gonna like divorce my wife permanently. I'll marry her again because I can't pay child support for 4 kids. That's just ridiculous. I'd rather them starve in my own home than away from me. You know, I think that's only fair. Hospital. I work in a hospital, and this COVID thing, I'm ready for it to be over. It's been insane. There's always regulations and new precautions and all these things that we have to do to keep myself safe, the patient safe. And I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing face shields and face masks and gowns. I had to put on a condom the other day, and I don't know what the hell that was for. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. COVID's getting weird. And they say it's to keep our patients safe. I work in an end-of-life facility. I'm not the smartest person in the building, but I'm pretty sure people come there to die. And I don't think it really matters what they die of because the purpose was to come to die. I hate to sound like a bleeding heart Republican here, but guys, come on, let's get the turnover going, you know? I'm gonna leave you guys on that dark, dreary note because I saw the light, but I don't know where it was. But I liked it, so we're good. No, it's good. We're good.
Hey,
I liked it.
Go, everybody. I got a couple texts for you right off, but you probably don't want to use them because they're really dumb. But I like how you're talking about your kid crying because your dad left you. So I'd have gave him 4 for flinching. That's what I would have done, just because. Yeah, just a dumb thought. I don't know if you can use it or not. But
anytime I get a chance to abuse my kid in jokes,
yeah.
it's all worth it to me.
I'm a parent of 4 myself, so I understand.
You know.
When you started talking about gloves and face masks because you're wearing baseball, I just thought instantly you were talking about baseball. So it just, like a character. Just instantly, I thought it went my mind there. But everything you had was great, man.
That's good.
So yeah.
Thank you.
How about Eric? You want to go this time first? Apart from me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think back to what you were kind of mentioning for advice for Kel earlier. Just, you know, speaking the truth of it, you know, that was a lot of the stuff that I enjoyed. I loved the setup about the therapy. You know, again, we just mentioning the kid crying bit and early on, you know, leading up to the therapy, like, well, you know, leaving mom instead of you, and you know, that was just a great setup for that. Yeah, talking about the kids, immediately I thought of when you talk about working in healthcare, what these patients are actually there for. I just thought of like, just you mentioning that, you know, I basically work at a giant waiting room, you know, all that's left, you know, like it's terrible. Like it got really dark, and I appreciated it. So I was like, "You're up.
That's good.
We're already there. Like, just you know, like you might as well take the whole step. Like, there's literally, you know." So that's what it made me think. I'm just like, so like a giant waiting room, because if they're never leaving that place alive, then you know, it's just. It's like a really slow horror movie, but no one dies fast enough. You know, you talked about the turnover rate, so I just, yeah.
They don't even make it to triage.
Right? They canceled construction on that wing. So
there you go.
They're like, this is just a giant, you know, springboard for a pool that's never getting built now. You know, it's just. The bridge you can't finish crossing because it's only half a bridge, you know, whatever. Just over halfway straight down. That's it, you know, just yeah. You can just keep going with that. But yeah, no, I enjoy
I like the direction. It's hard because I workshop this with coworkers and they all work in the same thing, and so
Yeah.
sometimes it's a little too close,
Yeah.
but then sometimes they're like, "Oh, but let me tell you," and you're like,
Right.
"Holy-
Yeah.
whoa,
Too much NSFW at W.
yeah." But good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
It just dawned on me when you were talking there that we're doing another set after that stone, because now that's when everybody's going to wake up and we're all going to be like cheering and happy and giddy. It's funny, all of us are like, oh man, I can't wait to smoke weed. It's like it's like torture to all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you have any advice for Joe?
That was awesome. I really like that your kids are too soft. I totally agree. Like, people just don't beat their kids enough these days. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's why they're too soft for sure. And the end when you're talking about work, like, what does it matter what they die of? That was freaking great. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. How about you, Aiden? What do you?
You know, when he said, I don't want to be a bleeding heart Republican, but like we need to get the turnover starting, I thought he was talking about like hooking up batteries to their hearts, like their pacemakers. I thought like he was gonna go and roll. That would be a good joke to roll into. It'd be like roll into like starting their hearts with a pacemaker.
Experimenting on them. How about you, Michael? Do you have anything for Joe?
One way you might take that beginning part, my son was crying. I asked him why he was crying. He says, well, because your dad left you when you were young and you're still here. My favorite thing you did was that condom joke. I love it when a joke takes a left turn. I did not see that one coming. Love that shit. And at the end, maybe you and your coworkers used to have a Deadpool going, but then you had to stop doing that because, you know, somebody slipped on a skateboard. Obviously, none of the residents skateboard. I do, but that's beside the point. We can't be trusted. We started cheating, you know. I don't know somewhere to go with it, but I liked all that stuff. It's like I said, anything that's pertinent to your own life, people resonate with that. Don't be afraid to talk about yourself, and obviously you are not. That's good.
It's taken me a long time to really be comfortable with actually telling my story.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one thing I would
The
say
advice
about
you
the
gave to
beginning,
Kel was good.
one thing I would say about the beginning is that's probably too dark for a lot of audiences when you start talking about, you know, family breakup and things like that. I mean, I've tried talking about my fucked up family a few times, and it's just they're all like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad for you." It's like, no, that's not what that was supposed to be. What's funny to you and me about our lives? Some people don't get that we can laugh about it because it's pretty dark shit.
I'm still here. Let me laugh at it.
Right on. I see. That's how I look at it too. But a lot of people just don't know how to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do have a hard time with it sometimes, but it's like I know I always find solace in it, you know, to make jokes and stuff like that, and grim stuff. It just makes me personally feel better about things that you crappy in your life, sort of thing, right? So, yeah, no, good job. I think another round of applause for Joe, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, we have another first time. Are you ready there, Aiden? Let me do an intro though.
Yeah.
Okay, deep breaths. Okay, I'll let you get yourself together while I do that bastard Dan Brennan fucking got going on this. Now every time I have to bring him up, every time I do an intro. So listen, I want you to put your hands together for the very first time. Everybody. I don't know what I was gonna say that halfway through. I lost it halfway through. This is what happens. I can't talk when I'm sober. This is the worst thing. Comfortable.
I can barely talk when I'm stoned. So
Okay, listen, let's all put our hands together for the very first time on stage. Aiden, everybody.
well, as you can tell, I'm obviously 13. You know, with the whole beard, growing flowers. You know, got a little wooden dinosaur here. You know. I work in retail. Retail is very, very interesting business. You get a lot of bitchy Karens coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I need something long and cylindicular." I was like, okay, ma'am, I've got several different pieces of wood I can give you. All of them come in different shapes and sizes, mostly crooked and twisted, and definitely some of them are a bit diseased, so you might want to wear gloves while you handle the wood. Not only that, but definitely wear a mask. I get a lot of people that come into my store and they don't wear masks, and I'm wondering all the time why. Because I've gotten so used to seeing people in masks that seeing their actual faces frighten me. Like, I'm jumping out of my chair just to go reach for a mask to hand to them so I don't have to see their faces. Probably a good thing that we have spare masks to give people, because otherwise I don't think people would like my attitude towards them. What else? Shoot. I mean, other than retail and dealing with Karens, I come up with a bunch of random shit to talk about at work. I think the most random things I ever talk about range from Monty Python to, I think, the most recent topic that I talked about for 30 plus minute is poutine. Because who doesn't love talking about gravy, fries, and cheese curds? Ah, man. Sounds good, but never had it. Really want to try it now because I've been talking about it for so long. Poutine. It's almost as bad as poontang, but like, you know, poontang seems to be a bit better than poutine. Especially in today's climate where we can't see anybody. Yeah, no. I had like a whole nother set up, but I'm gonna do that one when I'm more stoned because I feel like it'd be a lot safer to do it then. But that's all I have. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Hey,
That's my time.
I got some notes. How about we let Michael? You're excited. Why don't you start?
The only note I'm really going to give him, since he's the first time, I'm not going to kill him on anything I felt he was doing wrong, but one thing that people are pretty fucking sick of hearing about is COVID and masks and all that shit. I'm not saying you can't talk about it, but maybe don't lead with it. Let them like you for other things first, and then remind them, oh yeah, and doesn't the world suck still? Yeah, it sure does. Once you get them laughing a little bit about other things, they won't mind that you're starting off with what we're getting hit with every day right in the face. That's just something I've had to learn. You know what I mean? Don't open with the shit that's going on right now in general terms, because people are already sick of what's going on right now. Other than that, man, your delivery was solid. You were hanging in there. You seemed comfortable. Just keep working the minutes.
Good advice. Good advice. How about you, Eric? Would you have some advice for him?
Yeah, definitely. To kind of piggyback off of what Michael was saying, I did notice that you mentioned like that you look like a 13-year-old. You make like the really young jokes and stuff. I thought that was great. Obviously having I believe that was a triceratops that you showed us earlier.
Yeah, it's a wooden triceratops.
All right, yeah. See, if I would have had it me, I would have not thought that was even a dinosaur. Anyway, that's what it would look like to me, not a dinosaur. But yeah, I think one of the things that stuck out to me when you talked about the whole poutang thing, I was waiting for you to kind of like call back to you looking like a 13-year-old and being more excited about poontang, and now because of where we're at, I'm more excited about something that's probably easier to get, but it's also food, so it shouldn't be as exciting as sex for a 13-year-old or someone that looks like they're 13. But yeah, I definitely say kind of some of the stuff that you were getting into about the retail, I think just like try to, I know it's there, just make it more personal kind of thing, I guess, to be more engaging. And you don't have to feel like you have to use like the vernacular for Karen. You know, like you could describe that shopper in other ways. Well, I think the audience will catch on to that pretty quickly. But yeah, great for first time stuff.
Yeah, actually, I got some of the same kind of things for you too. I actually have some tags a bit for you, Aiden. I think you should really lean into that looking like young kid, especially in this angle, the upward angle at you. But when you said, like you said, I work at retail, and my first thought was as a child mannequin. That's what. funny. It just made me laugh. I mean, you could use that, of course. Keep it yourself. The other thing too, like the thing was, it just it's something that resonates with me all the time. But I do like if you're trying to put face because they're like scaring you or whatnot. I just started picturing you whipping them like a ninja stars just at faces. You just like you're throwing
Whipping the face. I do whip face masks at him. I literally do. I throw them at him from across the whole room.
Yeah, I try to hit him in the face if that was the good thing. But yeah, no, I think you did a good job. I mean, like the first time is always tough. I remember my first time was in front of a big audience and it scared the living shit out of me. I almost puked. But this thing is actually a warm, welcoming sort of thing. So it's kind of good for you. And you know what? You and Kel now have a bond together because I have a guy that I started comedy with and I always messaged him and I was like, hey, man, how's it going? It's like nothing, just sitting around. I said, yeah, too bad you're not doing comedy anymore. So we get to watch each other's career. And whoever gets to go longer and further and cheer each other on the rest of the time. So you become Facebook friends, you two, and it's like a big bonding moment. You're like a journeyman together when you eventually get there. A lot of fun for it. So. Well, how about Joe? Do you got anything for him?
Yeah. First of all, good job, Aiden. Way to get out there. I'm gonna pick on you a little bit.
That's fine. I've been picked on my entire life. I can deal with it. I've been called the kid for
no.
I don't know, 6 years.
You've been called the kid since you came out of your mother's womb.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Which was 6 weeks ago.
No, probably 2 days ago. We'll call it good.
But you talked about Karen, and well, like I get the topic and I get what the picture you were trying to paint. You didn't actually explain to anything that Karen did. That was Karen-esque. Yeah. And I think that if you're going to use that reference, at least have her do something that is Karen-y or Karen-like. And then I liked how you were, she described an object that you were trying to help her find. I thought that was funny. And I think that you could add on there, I got some hardwoods for you that you should look at.
Yeah,
Yep. And maybe throw in there, you're talking about how it's curvy and crooked. And I wrote down veiny because that was just funny to me. I think
yeah, that works too.
I don't know why it's totally inappropriate, but yeah. And then the masks and how people are ugly and they should wear the mask. Be specific and talk about their jacked up teeth, the mole on their face, the whatever it is. Like, tell us what's so horrible about, why you want to cover these people's faces while you eat their poo-tang. So, and that was a good, I like the, that reference also. So, good. You got some stuff there, man. So keep working it, keep writing it, and keep coming back. And yeah.
Kel, I forgot to put you in here. Would you like to give some advice for Aiden?
Sure. Again, with the wood, sort of similar to what Joe was saying, I don't know if it was an old lady. I don't know if it was funnier if it would be an old lady, the twisted, crooked, diseased wood. And she's like, I want something that I don't have at home, right? Like her old man's got some old, twisted, diseased wood. And then the Putin versus poontang thing, one's cheesy and wet and the other one is just French fries and gravy.
Yeah,
listen to that. That's comedy 202 right there. Master level.
That's all I got. That was awesome, though, Aiden.
That's all I got. She slayed him.
We got a couple.
Write that line down, man. That was fucking gold.
You can also watch it later too, Aiden, if you get too stoned. Yeah. Make that one again. That's throwing some things in here for. I know poutine comes from the French for messy. Maybe the word poontang can be the same origin or something like that. Which
it does actually. I looked that shit. It does. It definitely has a very similar origin. Both French Canadian.
And I forgot to offer you any tags. If I can do that now, can I go back real quick?
Of course.
When you talk about the Karen, I get Karens all the time. You know who I'm talking about. They got that haircut, just like mine.
Yeah.
No, hold on. You have to do this properly.
I mean, use yourself as a prop. People love people that don't mind being laughed at. If you can't laugh at yourself, you got no business being up there.
It's very true, actually. Good job. So another round of applause for Aiden, everybody. Okay, we're gonna get Michael up here next, right?
Yeah. When you said we were going to bring Mike down next, I was thinking, yeah, so I can get out there and smoke. I almost forgot to do my set. I had to come back. I went out there and was getting ready to start smoking up and forgot all about my set.
Yeah, went around the circle, and this is like, yeah. So I almost forgot about myself. I was like, oh shit, I forgot all about him. So, anyways, that's perfect. But hey, when we do, when Eric goes on, I'm gonna start smoking, and I'm gonna turn my camera off so there's no Facebook violations of it, whatnot. So I urge you guys to do it too. And also, I don't know if we can hear the puffing and inhaling, so I may just mute too. So no offense to you, Eric, I will be laughing most of the time, and I'll make sure I hit the unmute when you're really, really funny in a couple. So, but yeah, anyways, so let's get ready for Michael first, and we'll get ready for this, and we'll do our thing, start getting ready for it. So listen, I want you to put your hands together for where are you again?
Ohio.
Ohio, right? Yeah, that damn Brennan is fucking cursed me every time, that mother effer. Okay, so listen, Dan Brennan, this is for you. Okay. Listen, everybody, this is a hilarious comedian. He's been traveling all over the world doing comedy. I want you, this is a special moment for you. You guys deserve much less than what you're going to get. So put your hands together for Michael Copenhaver, everybody.
Am I the only one here old enough to remember that it used to be illegal to show people your dick? It was a big deal back in the day. When I was a kid, the guy had a special name in town. He was called the Flasher. Yeah. He was a whole guy. He was a whole identity. He'd live on the fringe of town for quite a while. He was a greasy fella. Your mom always said, stay away from him, you know. He went and shopped special places to buy that coat, you know, that coat I'm talking about. He had to have that special coat. And not only that, he'd have to lurk from parking lot to parking lot, looking for one, maybe two women at a time. And then what's he do? He freaks them out immediately by running right up at them. Ah, look at my dick. Look at my dick. Now it's so easy. It's just like, and then 10 minutes later, 1,000 people are looking at your dick. Now, the Flasher, he does all that. Women start screaming. Their blood boils. They got to run away for safety. The authorities are going to put his picture all over town. You take a picture of your dick, you send it to 1,000 women in 10 minutes. You have no worry. There's no authority that's going to come to your house like, hey, is this your dick? And I think it's because when I was a kid, the Flasher, it was a big deal. He had to be chased. He's an animal because of the effort it took to escape his dick. Now you just look at the picture and go, unlike, block, click. And that dick's out of your life forever. It's so simple that it's not really a crime anymore, is what I'm trying to say. Like what I'm trying to say, okay, the illegality of the action is directly proportional to how much effort it takes to make the action go away. No, is there nothing there? Maybe there's something there. I've been using it a couple different ways to try and close it out a different way tonight. That's what a workshop's for. As I said, I'm a little older, obviously. I remember when it used to be illegal to show people your dick. And one thing I really hate about getting older is once I hit my 40s, here's something for you to look forward to, Aiden. I used to know when I was done peeing. I'd shake it, zip it, and go on about my day with great confidence. Then I hit my 40s. I think I'm done peeing. Then anywhere from 2 to 30 minutes later, now I'm done peeing. And I tell that joke a lot, and people after the show will say, well, isn't that embarrassing? You're out in public. What if somebody notices it? I say, it doesn't embarrass me at all. Look what I do. I'm immune to embarrassment. I look them right in the eye and say, I'm a squirter. Before COVID, I was telling that joke a lot. My mom was at one of my shows. After the show, she comes up to me. She says, Michael, what did that mean when you said I'm a squirter? Now fast forward 20 minutes, you're begging me, please, please stop explaining to me what's a squirter. Obviously, we don't watch the same porn. Thank you. That's my time.
Hey, hey. I would start off. Egg. What do you got for Michael?
Who's going first?
Especially in that beginning part. So I'm still shopping the hell out of that.
Yeah. Cal, what do you think? Do you have anything for Michael?
Yeah, I like the dick pics, like the old school dick pics. Like I would say maybe like no one wants to see Polaroids anymore, kind of thing, right? Like all your dick pics are just Polaroids. And your mom squirting thing, I like that. That was cool. Like not into the same porn. Yeah, I like that. That's all I got.
Thanks. That joke kills everywhere I use it.
That's good.
You, Eric, what do you got?
Yeah, that was quite the dick joke. It's like the dick joke that never ends, but like necessary to like carry on for that story to get to where it needs to go. Yeah, Kel mentioned the Polaroids, which I thought of almost immediately in the middle of your bit about the flasher, and I just thought like talking about the evolution of the flash, like before the flasher, like what did dudes have to do, you know, to like that creepy guy that was like trying to their dick, and then like, you know, progress from the talk about the Polaroid stuff to, you know, like some dudes at some Revolutionary War, you know, get that old like giant flash. He's taking a picture of his dick. He puts it in an envelope and he sends a letter out to his love across the sea. And like, you know, he's crossing his fingers hoping that maybe she will share that picture with her friends. Just some more his dick. You know, just like, but yeah, no, I just thought like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you did. I just thought of all these other things.
Right. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, I've been workshopping it. It works okay,
Yeah.
but I tried to close it a different way tonight. It kind of just did not. It did not close like it used to, and it did not work as well as it did. So that's part of workshopping, moving stuff around, changing it up, seeing what you can do with it.
Okay. Good job. Aiden, you chomping a bit right now. I've been seeing you looking like you had a pee. What do you got for Michael?
No. I'm sorry. I was readjusting because my legs are starting to cramp because I'm sitting crisscross applesauce.
That's an old person's problem, Aiden. That's an old person's problem. Fuck.
Kids in kindergarten.
And I was also trying to adjust my volume so I can hear a little bit better. So.
Well, do you have anything for Michael? You good?
No, I'm good. That was pretty funny though. I did enjoy it. But, yeah.
Thanks.
How about you, Joe?
Yeah. Hey, sorry.
problem.
Funny stuff. Good. I'm getting things ready. Okay. The flasher. I love that flasher bit. That's really all the notes I have, because I think the only thing I like how you were talking about, like the cop being like, is this your wang? You know? And then I kind of want you to just dive into that some more, man. And just be like, no, it's not mine. We'll whip it out. See, it's not mine. And he's like, no, shove it up.
You screen name so and so and so and so.
Yeah. Shove it up. You know, come on, do what you got to do. Let's, you know, I don't want to see it flaccid. So, I think you could expand on that a little bit. And just
okay. I will definitely make a note of
that. But good stuff, man.
Thanks. Appreciate
it.
Yeah. Joe gave me the thoughts too. Like he's trying to like, is this your dick? He's like, yeah. No. My dick's not that ugly. There's no way my dick's ugly. Yeah. You know, like how's a guy gonna know? Like, taking pictures, standing in front of a mirror. Just it's a funny thought. Right?
And then you can also be like, oh shoot, do I have a problem? Like I've never noticed that before.
I don't have.
That's a new spot.
Yeah, I thought you were really good too, Michael. There's some good things in there, right?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I like the flasher trying to get attention. Somebody that whole thing was it was pretty funny. The one thing I have for you is you talk about it not being it's being such a simple crime now, and just like it's pretty much like money laundering. It's I just thought of like an easy crime to only get punished for. It's like, remember it used to be a crime. It used to be a crime, but I did like how you stuck with that whole premise the whole way through your set. You kept coming back to it, so that was really well done and well thought out, and really good job, man. I wish I had.
And the idea came to me a couple of weeks ago, and like I said, I've had a chance to perform it, I think, 3 other times live. So this was my first virtual thing with other people to really throw feedback at it. So I tried closing it a different way.
Yeah. No
Didn't
problem.
love the way I tried closing it, but I don't know. We're still working on it.
Wait, I missed what you said in your part when you said, "Oh, I've been trying different ways." I actually was starting to write things down, so it was like I actually missed what you said, but yeah, I mean that's the thing
Well,
too.
when I'm workshopping an item, right? If it's a new bit, the first time I do it on stage is the first time anybody but my comedy partner hears it, ever.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't run it by people I work with. I don't run it by other comedians. I don't run it by people in my life. When I do it on stage the first time, it's raw and it's ready, and those people are like in for a treat, or they're gonna hate the fuck out of it. You never know what you're gonna get. But then I'll tape myself every time, and I try to see what I did and then change it up a little bit. Like sometimes it's like, okay, that foreshadows too much. If I really want to get that left turn to work, you know what I mean?
This is why I'm always gonna be a lonely chipwhack comedian, because I don't think in depthly like that. So
Well, sometimes, I mean, if you've worked in comedy, you've done open mics. How many times have you been in an open mic where it's all the comedians and their girlfriend?
Oh, way too many times.
Right.
Every
You
time.
can't learn anything from that audience other than what rape jokes work the best with these comedians. And the comedians are the most terrible human beings on earth. Do the darkest stuff you can for them to entertain them. But if you want to try really working your bit in front of those people, they're not going to teach you anything with feedback, really. But you can watch yourself on that tape, see your nuance, see your body language. Am I working the crowd? I mean, there's so much you can learn from watching yourself. Tape yourself every single time.
Yeah, I actually do. I just never watch it because I don't.
No, you have to.
Yeah. One day I will. Today, not the day. I liked leaving Jonathan Davies' comment up there because he misspelt it and it was making me laugh leaving up so long. But he did start and say chub, so it says chub it up, laugh my ass off. So we'll just keep making fun of him for a bit here, just because it's funny to me, and sure he appreciates this in every which way.
Thanks for watching,
Okay,
Jonathan Davies. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Has no relation to me whatsoever either.
Oh yeah. Is that your hubby? Is that your hubby?
That's her C cubby.
Yeah, you took the words out of my damn mouth.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to be called that, though. He's not chubby.
Oh, is he plump? He's got.
No.
It's a nice plump.
Yeah, he is. I'm into chubby dudes. Look out, Keller.
Not chubby. I'm fit. I'm a Spartan over here. It just looks on the screen. It adds 120 pounds to the screen.
How many cameras are actually on you?
Yeah. I've had it 4 because it's like I'm so wide. It has to be. Yeah, it's a little tough, but yeah. Anyways, good job, Michael. Another round of applause for him, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, Eric, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, let me do a proper intro. I'm not going to mention that last guy's name. That one guy keep cursing me the whole time.
Probably not.
That Dan Brown. I'm not going to do it. Oh shit, I did it.
Okay.
Oh well, that's the way it works. Well, it's a running joke for me. I've been doing it for at least 3 weeks in a row for how many shows I've been doing. So I'm gonna keep doing it till I see him. But hey, I would like everyone to put their hands together because this is very exciting. I think you should all be overly excited. And John Davis, this is gonna be your new favorite comedian. I know this, even though you do have a wife that's trying it out. And but I want you to put your hands together, please, for Eric Orev, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys. Happy 420 for everybody. It's kind of thing that I wore more green today than I did on St. Patrick's Day, just to show you how Irish I'm not. I wore probably 3 different articles of clothing with all 3 different shades of green. It was a happy accident, I suppose. We mentioned earlier that I'm currently residing in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is known to locals around here as West Michigan or what have you, not too far from the lakeshore and all that other stuff. and that's probably one of the biggest things they're known for in West Michigan is the religion here. How it's like Christian Reformed, which I find interesting because if they just thought about the roads a little bit more, those could be reformed a little bit more. I wish they were focused more on, because there's construction everywhere. It's not happening enough. See a lot of new construction on churches, but not so much where the reforming really needs to be happening, which is every road around this area and almost in the entire state. You know, I know we were talking about before, not too long ago, about this little Nas X dude, and he's got his these Nike Satan shoes or something with blood in them. I don't know. I wasn't going to pay attention, but because I thought it was just too much of a backlash that everyone was going after this guy. You know, it was like, what's the big deal? You're mad at him because he found like a cool, trendy thing to start and you didn't think of it first. Is that why you're mad at him? Or you could be mad at him for the reason that I'm mad at him. I'm mad at Lil Nas X. Exactly. I'll tell you why. It's not because of how he dresses. I don't care about his lifestyle. I don't care about how rich he or any of that stuff. I'm not jealous of him. What I am mad at him about is that he had to remind us that once upon a time we had a man in the music world by the name of Billy Ray Cyrus. Okay? We had a good long time to forget about him. And then out of nowhere, Lil Nas X just blows up and he has that, what is it, Old Town song that he does, and then there he is. You know, you don't recognize him because he's got white facial hair and his entire mullet's gone. It takes you a minute, but then when they stop on him, you're like, oh, go back about 25 years. I know that achy breaky bastard's face from it. You son of a bitch. And that's why I have an issue with Lil Nas X. No other reason. It's just like, man, you have to be reminded every time too that when you see Miley Cyrus, yeah, maybe I'm bashing a rich American family, but who doesn't these days? It's reality TV. It's their fault, and I blame them. And I blame the rich people on our TV, but that's beside the point. You know, every time I see Miley Cyrus, all I can think about is that 20 some odd years ago, there was some groupie at a concert with Billy Ray, and she was like, man, she's the only one on earth that was like, now that is a well manicured, sexy ass mullet. I'm gonna ride that horse, and you know, and here we are, you know, Miley Cyrus. I actually heard her in an interview once, and I thought she was David Spade because that's how many cigarettes she's had. When she's not singing, and she's had like 20 packs in between shows or whatever, she kind of sounds like him. It really creeped me out. I didn't realize they were talking to her right away. Anyway, guys, that's my time. I can't wait to smoke. Thank
Woo! How do you get up there? There we go. There we go. Hey!
you. There we go.
Eric, I'm burning a hole in my table. I thought you were hilarious, man. Of course, I was smoking, so I wasn't writing as much as you. And you're just taking it for the team in this one, Eric. You're taking it for the team, you know.
Right.
Anyways, but I liked your Old Town stuff. That was pretty funny. I like Billy Cyrus. You don't recognize him, no mullet. I love the description of it. You're going through it. It was pretty funny to me. I really enjoyed it. You heard me laugh out loud. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. You know, I always like it too because, like, you know, I live up in kind of a cowboy kind of area, I guess you'd say. Like a lot of guys I know are like pretend cowboys at the very least, or rough and tumble. And every time when that song came out, my favorite thing was when they're really down in that song. Hey, yeah, you know that the guy that's singing that is gay, right? And they'd all get like half to get upset because I just thought it was so. Most of them just go, no, they didn't want to show they're upset about it, and they go, no. I just thought it was so funny, just making them feel awkward. So, to your mind, and it's just funny that whole. Really good job. Yeah. How about Kel? Do you want to go ahead? You're mute.
I'm mute. I'm mute.
I think that's her plan.
Yep. Sorry. I was gonna say I was slightly distracted during your set for obvious reasons. I forgot to mute myself. This is going to be a great second set. Yeah, the Miley stuff. I don't know why I just thought like Miley and mullet were like a what do you call those? Like not an anagram, but is it when you switch up the letters and it makes a different word or whatever? Like Miley almost is like, the same letters as mullet, and her name was like Molly, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know, stupid. Anyway, I'm super into this, so
The
Good
funny
job.
part of this is going to be the feedback, I think. The feedback.
Well, prelude to what's to come later, I guess.
Hey, Joe,
100%.
you got anything for Eric? He's on mute.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
All right, Eric, get set. I was trying to listen as much as possible, so I took a little bit of notes. Can I read them? No. My only notes were your little Nas X. It grabbed me. I think that's super funny because you took it in a topical way that everyone else is going to take it in the other direction, like we're alluding to. And any chance I get to bash Billy Ray, I'm all for it. So yeah. And then you said something about achy breaky. I just wrote down achy breaky. You had a tag.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that achy breaky bastard from anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. So I was like, yes, good reference on a song, good cut on him. It was a great tag. So that was like my big takeaway on that set, on that bit. So everything else was really good. And I'm sorry, I'll try and take better notes on your next round.
We know it's gonna happen. We should all make that.
Hey, you got anything for Eric?
No.
He can't improve on what you said, Eric. That's the problem. No improvement. I mean, I think that's a solid set. You should just put aside now and save for your hour. You know what I mean? It's just nobody can give you any advice. We just agree with you. So good job. It's your turn to catch up, buddy. Being stoned. I'm telling you to get stoned.
I can go now.
Yeah, you can get stoned now. Yeah.
It's
Oh wait. No, I'm sorry. We didn't. Michael didn't give advice. I think we all gave advice. Did we not? I think we did. Yeah.
yes, we did.
Yeah. So okay, listen. I'm sorry. That was a bit confusing because I am just freshly inebriated, and that's usually my goofiest. But yeah. So listen. This is where we start the new round again with our own material. Another round for Eric, please, everybody. Eric's gonna get his. He bit the bullet. He's gonna go get inebriated himself. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do his set. We're all gonna do our sets and give the same advice and whatever it is. So guess what? I'm first again. So gotta find my timer. And you know what? I can't find. Oh yeah, I was gonna do new jokes. I was gonna do some new jokes. These are really bad jokes, but I just can't. I'm gonna do them anyways. My wife. My wife asked me to hire like a housekeeper, and this is my response to her. Okay. Bro, I can't even trust myself in my own house. That's what we had. That was a real conversation I had with my wife. Once actually, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what happened after that for a little bit, but I do know how it ended. It was pretty much this. It was like, great, I have to hide my comic book collection. And now we have a housekeeper. That's pretty much what it was. That's Okay, well, I wrote these a little while ago. These are fun to... Okay. Okay, listen, I do have a fear of losing. Get my house broken into, or like my stuff broken into from like a housekeeper. I don't know why it bothers me when I'm in a hotel or something like that. And I always think they're gonna steal stuff, but it's like double-ended because I'm always like, when I'm in a hotel, I'm worried my housekeeper is also gonna steal my stuff in my normal house. They're just two different housekeepers. I figured they're cahoots at some point. I don't know what is going on, but that's my fear. That's my biggest fear. It's 24/7. I never it keeps me up at night and keeps me up during the day. I'm pretty much wide awake all the time. what that fear does on vacation. You know what? I'm gonna skip those new jokes, and maybe they're not as seasoned as I'd like them to be of this situation. But how about this stuff? Okay, here's a joke I'm trying to work on. I have this guy. I don't really want to describe him too much. Just say he's like my arch nemesis in a way, or I just dislike him a lot. And anyways, he one night in a hotel room, as we were just talking about, I see. There's a rule with rugby: when you get drunk, you all get hammered. You can make it to your own bed. That's your safe spot, okay? Nobody can touch you, okay? Because you were drunk enough, you're sober enough to go to bed. You can't touch you, okay? That's the rule, okay? If you fall asleep anywhere else, you're fair game. Anything can happen to you, whatever it is, how creative it could be, okay? That's the rule. Okay, so you make sure you get to your own bed. That's a rule. I went to my own bed. I wake up, half my eyebrows gone. I was pissed. I was so mad. And this one guy shaved my eyebrow off. And I had that's the day I woke up and had to play rugby. I threw up during the game. It was horrible. I had a hard day, okay? And then we have to go out and drink and party again, okay? I've had a hard day. So I got to go back to my hotel room a little bit earlier than everybody else, okay? And I go back to another guy. I'm sitting there and we see the guy's stuff. I go, I had to go to the bathroom. I said, I took his shoe to the bathroom. That's what I did. And I pooped in his boot. That's what I did. Okay. Ass crashed his Adidas. That's what I did. Okay. I BM'd his Birkenstocks. That's what I did. I cracked his kicks. I called one to his Cowboys. I clogged up his clogs. Christmas chimneyed his ducks. I deuced his maidens. I dookied his docks. I upper decked his deck shoes. A lot of them. I gummed up his gum boots.
What?
I fertilized his size 9s. I floated one into his flippers. I cow-plopped his flip-flops. I Hershey squirted his high tops. I loafed his loafers. I mucked up his mucklucks. It's all up like you guys tell so far. I put a lot of effort into this.
Yes.
Eyebrow. That's what I put it in for. I prairie dogged his puma. This is all an iambic pentameter, just so you know. All in Shakespearean iambic pentameter. If you're paying attention, it all goes in flow. Okay, I put a lot of work into hating this guy. Okay. Okay. I prairie dogged his pumas. I pinched one to his platforms. I pumped his pumps. I dumped at his pumps. I'm sorry. I ruined his retros. I had the runs in his runners. I shit kicked his shit kickers. I snuck one into his slippers. I had the trots in his trainers, and I volcanoed his vans. The worst part, like I felt really guilty about it after I did after I shot in his shoe, and I went and washed it out. That's what I did. I felt bad. I washed it out, wasted, laughing, cleaned it entirely out. It was a brand new shoe, and I put it back in the right. Next day I wake up, I'm okay. I got the same amount of eyebrows I went to bed with. It's all good, And I wake up and we're getting our stuff on. He puts his shoe on. He goes, "Why is my shoe wet?" And someone just goes, "That's because Keller's shit in your shoe." Payback. Yeah, that's what payback is. And I think that's my set, everybody. Thank you.
I wish you didn't clean it up.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch took half of your eyebrow, brother.
Yeah, I had a job interview. I was choked. I was really, really mad. So.
Not mad enough if you cleaned it out. It's true what they say. You Canadians are too damn nice.
Yeah, I was cleaned it out. It wasn't the best of times. Okay, it wasn't the best of my times.
Okay,
It wasn't the worst of times either.
he robbed you of being able to fully express yourself visually. You were down to 50%. If you were excited, people wouldn't be so sure. This man robbed from you something that you will never get back. I think you need to find this man and shit in his shoe.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
I'm 100% with Joe on that one. He still has it coming. You let him off too easy, brother.
Joe just dropped the mic and left. Did you see that? Holy shit!
That story was not one of retribution. That was a story of almost retribution.
Yeah.
You need to ug his uglies.
No,
Or
'cause
ugly his uglies.
he wore those shoes for 3 more years after that. He didn't throw them out. He just kept wearing them. He just let it dry out and kept wearing them. So every time he had those shoes on for 3 years, I just looked down on him and just kind of smirk. So I mean, I got pretty good. I don't know. To me, it was pretty good. But yeah,
Did you use soap when you cleaned it out?
no. I just.
Oh, then he was still wearing shit. He shit in his shoes.
I did shit in his shoe. I have witnesses. Sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You didn't.
Okay, I got pretty stoned there.
Me too.
Cal, would you like to say something?
Just the housekeeping, like they have like a housekeeping union, like they keep all your stuff, like they keep everything in your house, right? They take little things, they keep everything in your house. I don't know. And just Kahoot is a funny word. I like that, Kahoot. And then you started talking about the poop boot, and I was like, poop boot Kahoot. I was like, yeah, I like it. I play the ukulele, and I may write a song about a poop boot poop boot Kahoot now.
Yay!
So there we go.
I'll if I ever get a comedy special, then I'll play that. Walk out.
There we go. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's see if I can break it out right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to.
I don't have my banjo handy.
Next time.
Eric, what do you think?
All right, so I went around the corner and I made some really nice, awesome toast with cheese on it with my toaster oven. So it was baked, bread while getting baked. But I came right back in. I was around the corner in the kitchen. I heard you with the whole like shit in the shoes and this and that. And then like I came back here right when you talked about Shakespeare. And I was like, holy shit, what about Shakespeare? Like I am paying attention. I am paying attention. You know, because you had that little test like, see if you pay attention, blah, blah. If you're not paying attention, you won't remember this. I fucking remembered it. So all the way to the end. And then I kind of heard you like workshop it again. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now, but it sounds really constructive. Like he's gonna get through that poetic justice for his joke. He's gonna fucking do it. So anyway, yeah, good stuff.
Oh man, you made me laugh hard.
Tonight's host, the Shakespeare of shit jokes.
I watched that.
Commented about that. I love that line, and no one's ever commented about it. You know, just like I always felt it was like, no, there's something there. It makes me laugh. Maybe I'm saying it at the wrong time, or it worked out. So, yeah, thanks, man. That's funny. So, how about you, Aiden? What do you think?
I appreciate the fact that you brought in Shakespeare into the joke, and iambic pentameter, mostly because I'm a big fan of Shakespeare, and then like I noticed how you were doing them in alphabetical order, and then it made me think of one for you because you uglied his Uggs.
Uglied his Uggs. That's a good one.
Yeah. But like I mean, like it was great because like you could see how like it had the rhythm or the tone of the joke that you were trying to get at with the Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's it's such a stupid joke. I don't know why it doesn't work all the time. I like it. Funny.
You skid marked his Skechers.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
a good one. Yeah.
For them. But I'm at 30 already. That's the thing. I have 30 of them, so it's like.
So
Nice
now
job.
you need 50.
Yeah. I mean, dude, can you imagine if you did like 3 minutes on shitting his shoes?
Thanks,
Like...
Jonathan. Just call me at night and I'll put you to sleep.
Please do.
What was the one for loafers?
I can't do them out of order.
Oh no!
I don't remember where it is. Oh yeah, I loafed his loafer.
10 for 10. 10
Yeah.
for 10.
Pinched a loaf in his loafers.
It's funny because now the audience is getting to see us all baked. And
Woo!
energy. You've been here the whole time.
Whole different second half.
just depressed because we didn't have weed. We're like, oh man, I wanted weed. But yeah, anyway.
Eric is the only pro who made himself a snack.
I actually had a joke. I bailed on all those jokes those ones I did. I remember calling that like, yeah. I got the. Can I just tell a little bit of it, please? But I got like the blood clot today, the future blood clot. I got that done for myself today. Got my little Band-Aid here. So I got like the got the vaccine. That's what I did today, right? And I was thinking that I tell you that you'll know in 10 days. After 10 days, if you're one of the 1 in 400,000 people that get a blood clot, that's what they told me, right? So I figure these next 10 days are really important in my life, just in case I do get that blood clot. I'm gonna have to break all my
Live up to your potential in 10 days.
yeah. I'm gonna have to break all my keto stuff, and I was hoping to do it tonight but my wife's not here to give it to me. But it's like I want like I haven't had jam forever for 2 years. That's one thing I don't care anymore. Blood clot, be damned. That's what I say. I'm gonna have it before. Like I don't want being on like her knees beside my grave, crying, just like screaming up in the air, like he loved cornettos. Why wouldn't you let him have one more cornetto? I got 10 days to worry about this. So that's my. Anyway, that was the joke I bailed on. But I got no
That's
snacks.
good.
Man. I need snacks.
It's like your 10-day bucket list, just in case.
Yeah,
I like how eating jam is one of them, though. I love that shit.
I miss jam. Don't know how much I miss jam. Blackberry jam. Fuck,
Oh yes, I love
That's
blackberry
my
jam.
favorite.
Oh,
Your
man.
10-piece bucket list?
Yeah, my 10-piece bucket list, exactly.
Why can't you eat jam?
Well, no, I just don't eat sugar. I've lost like 80 pounds, so it's like I haven't had like sugar in 2 years. So
I'm proud of you.
yeah. So
I
anyways,
did it for a year.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Yeah.
fat again.
That's the thing for me. Like lost count, like, but I haven't had it so long. It's like I don't think I'll remember what it tastes like.
Yeah.
And also, I'm just these 10 days. I have 10 days left, man. I know I have 10 days. Then maybe blood clot. Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
He's gonna have flashbacks to Vietnam with the blackberry jam. That's what he's gonna have.
Yeah, seeing my life before my eyes. Anyways, it's a dumb joke. It makes me laugh. But how will we move on?
YOLO, Keller, just do it.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
I just want Joe to write a book now, and it's titled.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I just want Joe to write a book now, and the title is "And Now I'm Fat Again." Just like, I was for a year, and now I'm fat again.
Oh man, can I help you write that book?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I just
The
did
Joe Gomez story.
Hey, sugar's delicious, but being fat sucks, man.
Yeah. I haven't been fat again yet, but I'm still kind of fat. I'm not like thin. I'm just 80 pounds lighter. So I'm
Did
less.
you give up bread? Did you give up bread also or carbs?
Yeah, but I just found out there's a low carb bread. They're using different stuff for it. It tastes just like bread now.
Too many chemicals, bro. Stay away.
Probably. I only have it like once a month. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a treat to me. Like I'm gonna have a sandwich, like a good peanut butter and no jam sandwich.
I'm gonna have a brownie when I'm done.
When you're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a brownie when I'm done.
Okay.
I had a brownie just before we started, so it would kick in right at the right time. Bingo.
That's right. Okay, listen, this is getting sideways. Let's regain our composure and move on a bit. Okay, listen, our next comedian, okay, it was her first time, but now it's her second time. So put your for Kel Davies, everybody.
Thank you. I'm glad the first one went pretty good because this one may not at all. I don't know about you guys, but I had a very hard time not smoking all day long. Like to tell a pothead on 420 that you can't smoke weed until like 10 p.m. is like telling me on Christmas morning that I can't smoke weed until like 10 p.m. Like there better be something good, like at least like I have to endure my family. Do you guys remember being like high school high though, right? I didn't either until my 37-year-old husband decided he wanted to start smoking weed again after 15 years. Like if I want to get that high, I definitely have to smoke crack. I'm just trying to chill over here, and this guy is like rapid firing fun facts at me like my 4-year-old nephew, or rapid firing comments into the chat as you've seen below. Guaranteed he's high as fuck downstairs right now. Yeah, I'm. Did you guys know that Cookie Monster has a name? I do now. It's Sid. Yeah. So he's over there like trying to figure out how the pyramids are built, and I'm just over here trying to figure out what I'm going to eat next after I annihilate this bag of Doritos. He's my second husband. I didn't have kids with either one of them because I figured one adult child was plenty for me.
Mhm.
I was actually scared to have kids when I learned that sperm can live in the body for up to 5 days. Like after 5 days after all like the strong and the smart sperm die off, that little slacker just like doggy paddles up like, oh hey, is this anybody's egg? Like I'm starving. Right? Like does old lazy sperm like come out that way? Like is that how a pothead is born? Like I'm a little worried that I was that 5-day-old sperm. Like my parents told me I was an accident, but you know, we don't know how much of an accident. I feel like any kid that was named like after a city or a number is like 100% one of those 5-day-old sperm. Like in my experience, I've never met a super smart Dakota or like a 7, you know. I kind of wish that my parents named me something like Arizona so I could have an easier job at least. With COVID, a lot of my work meetings are over Zoom now, which means I can rip a bong on company time. So that's kind of cool. Nothing gives me more joy or paranoia than getting paid to get high. So I do have a 3-point system though to make sure no one hears me fart on a Zoom call, or worse, hear the bong bubbling, right? Like, Cal, can we get your input on this? And it's like, yeah, yes, I agree. Like, let's just get this straight. You're for sexual harassment? Like, maybe. Also, since COVID shut down the strip clubs, I've been watching a lot more porn. Sometimes, okay, a lot of times I'm a little drunk or stoned and not super duper careful about my browsing. You know, like, okay, Google, show me tits and dicks, you know. I usually wait until my computer just like completely shuts down altogether because it's just completely disgusted at who I am as a human. And then I'll take it in to get serviced because I figure, you know, it's been servicing me. I should at least do it the same courtesy. There's probably not a lot in life that is more embarrassing than taking your porn-filled laptop in to get fixed, other than the IT guy being your father-in-law. Yeah, I take it over to him and it's all like smiles and I don't know what happened. And then a week later, I just send my husband to go and pick it up. And then me and my father-in-law don't make eye contact at the next family function. I know since cannabis stores opened, it's kind of frowned upon to still be using the weed dealers. But since COVID hit the strippers so hard, I feel it's my duty to at least be supporting their husbands. The money I'm saving on lap dances, I'm just spending on weed now. Someone has to put Dakota through trade school, right? I mean, that poor kid, he was the last to doggy paddle out of the nutsack, and he's certainly going to be the last one to get picked for the science team. But at least he won't ever have to worry about farting on a corporate Zoom call. So that's it. That's all I got.
Yay! Round of applause.
Can I offer 2 tags?
Yes, please.
When the slacker sperm paddles up, maybe throw a McConaughey in there, and all right.
Love
Maybe
it.
that in there. And when you do the sexual harassment bit, instead of stopping it at maybe, add, I mean, what was she wearing?
Okay.
You can get away with that. I can't say that, but you can say that.
Well, and I'm bi, so I can definitely get away with that too.
But that's good. Good. That's good. Funny stuff, and it's relatable. I mean, everybody has a job. Well, not everybody, but everybody's familiar because they've watched it on TV. People having jobs and shit.
Everyone knows about jobs these days, right?
At the very least, they know what one is.
Awesome.
Yeah, I loved your lazy.
I enjoy it, though.
Thanks.
Yeah, I loved your lazy sperm bit too. That was pretty funny to me. I think I was with you the first half, then I became way too stoned all of a sudden the second half. But like so that's what I all remember the start, right? And everything else is just kind of joining the ride. But yeah, I like the whole like play out and everything. I love that Matthew McConaughey reference for that. Would be good. So I can just picture you actually taking him down a bit of a path, saying like, yeah, there's that lazy sperm rolling in, just stopping and leaning against a building, and one boot up. It's like, oh, right. Get real distressed about it. I do that myself, but it's funny either way you do it. I don't know. I think you got your handle on writing jokes, so anything I give you is secondary. So yeah.
Awesome.
Hey Joe, would you like to go, buddy?
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah.
Very funny, Cal. Way to go. Good job.
Thanks.
Let's see here. The lazy sperm. Yeah, hilarious. With all the names that you were coming up with, though, and their jobs and everything, I thought that was very funny and clever. The weed dealer bit, supporting the strippers, boyfriends, baby daddies, whatever you said there. I thought that was really clever.
I like the baby daddy. Thank you.
Yeah. And I like the callbacks that you were able to do after that. You tied everything up very well.
Thanks.
So the callbacks to Dakota, was great, and I think you had 2 more in there, so I couldn't write them down because, yeah, I'm sorry.
He's the new Reese's commercials. Sorry, not sorry.
It's not my fault. It's the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, good job.
I don't know. It's a weird aspect when you think about it too, because like at least in my, I overthink things when I get stoned. But like we did that whole set uncomfortable. It was quite uncomfortable first one, and this one is much more to our T. I think everybody just kind of chill. We're all having a good time.
Not me. My heart was pounding through that one compared to the last one, to be honest.
Oh really?
Your
Yeah,
timing,
it was kicking in big time. My hands are all sweaty.
your timing was much better. I think you were listening to what Michael had to say about really.
I did, yes.
And that heart racing, that doesn't ever have to go away. Don't try and make it go away. Just learn to live with it, and it could be your best friend. But your timing was a lot better. So
Thank you.
Eric, how about you? Would you got any advice for it?
I don't know about if I have advice for her because she did it amazingly well the first time. I don't know how much of her help she actually needed the second time. Not because I saw the first time, but because I miss a lot of the second time. But sperm stuff, which I thought was hilarious. And then I kept laughing because everyone was like, oh yeah, the sperm. Everyone kept on mentioning it. I was like, yeah, I know she said it already. Like, yeah, it was obviously everyone enjoyed it. Like, it was like clearly unanimous, Also, it's peanut butter jelly time.
But
Uncrustable.
what about the sperm joke? Did you guys like the sperm joke? No, I'm kidding.
Should they break it down, right?
I can take it or leave it.
Maybe one more tag for that one. Sorry to just
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
ride out that McConaughey vibe. The best thing about being 5 days old is these eggs are the same age.
Yes.
Everybody's seen the movie. Use it. Or don't. It's up to you. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know.
Oh, is that an actual fact? It does last 5 days?
And I love that it's from Dazed and Confused too, right? So, yeah.
Was
Yeah, maybe.
that an actual fact that it does last 5 days?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's always
Right.
good to have a fact in there too, like something like that. Like people love
Yeah.
that.
So you
good
can
job.
kind of time it because it's supposed to be like the boys are supposed to be faster than the girls. So if you know when you're ovulating and then you do it like a few days before, then your chances of having a girl is higher. I don't know why I know that, and I have no children. I have no fucking clue, but I'm just a wealth of useless knowledge.
like
why
that.
I don't know that, and the reason why I have 4 kids is probably there's some correlation.
That's
That's
funny.
right. I've been doing some serious period math here.
You like the idea though too, like the even going different ways that like take the exact same thing but the lazy sperm, but also the tired egg that's been fighting off fucking meat and
Yeah.
intellectuals the whole time, but trying to outwit her, all this sort of things are happening, like 2 at a time. Sometimes she's just beating them off. Beating off is probably the worst word for it, but it's keeping them away basically. Then finally at the end, the lazy sperm comes in and she's like, okay, whatever, just get it over with.
Yeah. He's like, hey, baby, you okay? And she's like, yeah. He comes in all nice and stuff. And she's like, all right. He's all beaten down, poor thing. Yeah.
Sorry, Aiden.
Sorry, did I have anything? No, I did not.
Okay.
I hear my husband like killing himself down there, by the way. He's like dying.
He's had some stuff between us there. Again, I think talking about it.
Punchline of the night.
Michael's
Again.
Michael's voice is very soothing. Sounds like a late Anthony Bourdain. Well,
I'll
this
take
is his own joke. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Okay. Another round of applause.
Thank you very much, guys.
Very well. Man, I can't take my eyes off Eric right now.
I know.
Just had to be Jam, right? Just had to be Jam. So
This is my reward for going last on the first go around.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
It's like I had my own personal intermission for myself.
if you're not first, you're last.
Okay, let's move on, I think. Okay. Everybody, put your hands together for the next comedian, Joe Gomez, everybody.
No. You heard the first set. You don't need to clap. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do some new stuff, or like newer, not the same stuff that you already heard. So, coupons. Let's talk about coupons, right? Because like, who doesn't like a good deal? I think coupons are crazy. I think like basically some company is like, sales aren't so good. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna offer 33 cents off, and we're gonna hide it on a piece of paper and stick it in a newspaper. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna make us a ton of money, because as soon as you know that there's a coupon for it, you want the item. At least I do. I don't know. I'm a hunter gatherer. I'm a dad of 4, so when I see a good deal, I need to strike. So the other day I'm at the old bulk and buy store, and there's the bulk cereal. You got the big scoop and you're scooping it into your bag. I took the whole barrel. I mean. That's a bargain. I think my kids are upset because it went stale before they finished it all. I mean, 55 pounds of oats is a lot. I gotta admit. Oh man, it's crazy what can get you a 72-hour psych hold these days. And I just think that mental health is so important. But I think we take it to an extreme sometimes. I just think we need to be consistent, actually, is what I'm saying. Like, I express my frustration and how it might be easier if I was just gone off the face of the earth. And I got put in a 72-hour psych hold. My parents used to tell me when I was growing up, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Like, what the? Like, that's a threat on my life. There's no repercussions for that. Also, how long does that actually hold true? Because like, I'm married. I've been married for 21 years. I've got 4 kids. I've got my own house. I own 2 vehicles. Can they still take me out? Like, I'm scared. What if I get my parents the wrong birthday gift one year? The wrong Christmas present? Just poof, gone. There I am up in heaven. God's like, what did you do? I don't know. He plays back the tape. And I see, oh yeah, got mom fruit of the month for Christmas. That was it. Bad mistake. I've got kids. I've got 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys in that order. My son, he's 8 years old. He's a junior. I caught him the other day with his shirt off. He was getting ready for jujitsu. He was putting on his gi. He has a baby 6-pack. Like, it's a legit 6-pack. I never have and clearly never will have a 6-pack. I got intimidated, so I had to check him. You know, I gave him, you know, the way mama used to check me, you know, when I was growing up. So I holler at him. I'm like, mijo, ven aquí. And he looks at me because he doesn't speak Spanish because he's white. That's what happens when you marry a white woman and she has 4 of your children. By number 3, all the ink has run out of the printer. This boy has blonde hair, blue eyes, and white skin, but all my features. So I don't know if that's good or bad. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, I wave him over. I'm like, dude, get over here. He comes over. I said, listen, you need to remember one thing. No matter how big you get, no matter how strong you are, I can always kick your ass. Yeah, this little kid, he laughed in my face. He jumped on my back. He put me in a rear naked choke. I had to tap out. Like, having kids isn't all it's cracked up to be, is what I'm saying. Like, maybe I should have rethought some things. My 19-year-old, I found a box of knives in her room the other day. Don't ask me what I was doing in there. You know, nothing. I had to put something in her room, you know? And so I know I should probably never go back in there ever again. But she had like 12 knives, and I'm like really concerned, right? Like, that's a lot of knives. Like, daddy's worked real hard to keep that kid out of the ghetto for her to feel like she needs that many knives. You know, so I play the role of the concerned parent, and I'm like, hey, baby girl, you know, what's going on? What's happening? Like, you don't even ride the bus. Why do you have so many knives? This girl, she looked at me dead in the eye. Shit you not. She said, how about you mind your own fucking business, dad, and you ain't got to worry about it. Man, my house ain't a safe place. That's why I do comedy, y'all. So thank you. That's my time.
Fuck, you had me enamored, man. I was like so into it that I just all of a sudden started going to another place. That's because I'm enjoying it. It was really funny. So, Aiden, how about you start off, buddy?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm just sitting here calling buddy for no reason because I'm Canadian. That would be when I'm stoned. But yeah. No, hey, do you have anything, Joe?
Hold on. Sorry. My phone's being weird.
There he is.
Joe horses. Okay. All right, one more time.
Oh, Aiden, hey, you got anything for Joe?
No.
I knew that shit was coming.
That's the best payoff.
All that build up. Oh,
I'll take it.
that was great.
I'm humble. Thank you.
The build up though, the build up was the best.
Here's a couple of Kelly's her boo has some things to say here. So here we go. Haha, barrel of cereal. It was pretty funny.
I
could go for a barrel of cereal right now.
Yeah. Here's Scott. I like how God has a VCR and not like a streaming service. Here's another tag for you. What if your daughter's holding them for a friend?
Oh man.
We don't hold things for friends.
When he was leading into that, I was hoping that's where he was taking that thing. Like, I was kind of hoping you would even like maybe make her sound like that "Catch Me Outside" girl, but that is your daughter. You don't necessarily want to disrespect her in that way, even if it's fake as shit. But I was thinking to myself, oh man, if he like comes all cholo with it, that would be fucking gold. And then you kind of went that way. That's just, I don't know. Those left turns to me are really funny. I like that shit. A lot of people aren't smart enough to see that shit coming.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do have more that talks about my other daughter and then my wife being white, my mom being, Hispanic, and really just the reasons why I went white instead of went brown. So, it was a safety choice.
Sure. But that's great, man. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, over and over again, I just preach it. The more you can talk about yourself, the more ingratiated any audience is going to be with you.
Yeah.
Here's another tag from Scott. What do you do with all these knives? But Dad, you steal satellite signals. Pretty good. Got some
fair.
point.
That's fair.
Mike, do you have any more? I'm sorry to cut you off.
55 pounds of oats is a lot, especially when you don't own a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm done.
What do you use oats for, Joe?
What? To feed my children. It's economical.
They need 50 pounds of oats to be fed.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're growing like horses.
When you buy it at that price, you don't have to buy another barrel for 6 months. Unfortunately, it goes bad before then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Buying
not
it by
speaking.
the ounce is a fool's game. He buys it by the pound.
Yeah. My mom used to make me eat oatmeal every morning. Every single morning.
Yeah.
And yeah. And we called it mush. That's what we call in Canada. Oatmeal's mush. That's like a logging camp term for us. It meant every day. And I hate it still. I just have a hard time. I give my family challenges who can go the longest amount of days in a row they can eat mush. And no one makes it past 7. Not one of us. That's how much mush. Yeah. So that's what I thought you were getting at anyways. Yeah. So
There's a dog.
oh man, I'm so stoned. Mike.
So the dog might not be there.
What?
Oh man.
Oh no, there's a dog. Okay, it is there.
She was crying at the door. I had to let her in.
Oh yeah. What the fuck are you, Jonathan? You take care of this fucking dog, will you?
Right?
Fucking you just don't.
He's taking care of the other 2 dogs, the 2 cats, and the 10 fucking lizards.
You're fucking this up for Joe Gomez. We're trying to give him input, John. Anyway, yeah. Okay, Kel, do you have any input for Joe?
Well, I think we've kind of beat a dead horse with the oat thing there.
Yeah.
But the ink running out of the printer for your 4th kid, that was really funny. And I don't know, be like, total coincidence that, my next door neighbor is also blonde with blue eyes, or, they're the 18-year-old that lives next door also has blonde and blue eyes or something like that. I don't know. That's about all I had, though. It was really funny, Joe.
Thank you.
Eric, you done making us feel bad about ourselves for not having munchies? Can you give some input?
Yeah. What's next?
Probably some popcorn.
My man is going for it.
To be determined. But yeah, no, the whole bit with the kids, I really enjoyed. And I don't know, we were hitting on some other stuff, and now I kind of forgot them. But yeah, I really enjoy a lot of that. A lot of it's just this is what's happening now. I know that he had like the girls older than the boys or something when he was listing his kids, and so I remember that, and like the blonde hair, blue eye thing and stuff. Just yeah, we talked about that already too. So, but yeah, keep doing it. It's working, and yeah, love it.
Thank you.
Well,
That's a great synopsis.
yeah.
There's not a test.
Well,
I felt like I did the fucking book report I didn't have to do. I got nervous. Like, could use that dog at my homework shit. I just like, oh, a book report on what? The thing you just heard. Fuck.
I don't know if fans are funny anymore. I think I'm howling at this stuff, but I'm wondering if everybody else thinks we're funny. I can't wait to watch this later and be like, oh God, what did I do?
Yeah, I'm gonna think that's fun.
Yeah. The good thing it's not everybody's gonna see this. You can't really share it. So
That's true.
But I think great job. hilarious. I've seen you so many times. Every time. So round of applause for Joe, everybody. Okay. The man of the hour. The man child of the hour.
Yep. Definitely man child.
Comedy kid. Please put your hands together for not his first time, his second time of doing comedy. Aiden, everybody.
So the first time I ever got high, okay. First time I ever got high. I turned my kitchen floor into lava. And here's how. Somebody made the mistake of giving me an edible for the first time I ever got high. And edibles go like this, and then they skyrocket after about 3 hours. And then it's staying at that skyrocket for the next, I don't know, 6+ hours. For me, it was until the next morning, because I was still munchy by the time I woke up. But they gave me a cupcake edible for the first time I got high. And 3 hours later, after I've had bright orange chicken soup, it was a chicken taco soup, so it had like delicious like tortilla bits, chicken string, cheese, sour cream, the whole nine, right? And I got high. And 3 hours later, everything started spinning, just spinning. My teeth started to taste funny. My saliva tasted weird. Like I literally could feel every single molecule in my teeth. Like it was just buzzing with like electricity is the best way to describe it. While all at the same time I was being smashed down like into like this little pancake of a creature with like hammers, like a million fucking hammers out of fucking nowhere. And
That's
I
PC.
stood up at the wrong time, walked into the kitchen, and just coated the kitchen floor with puke. You got strings of chicken here, bits of cupcake there. The whole floor was bright fucking orange. It looked like fucking lava. The funniest shit you ever saw. And then afterwards, they had to sit my ass down because I said, I'm dying. I'm dying. Over and over. They sat me down in a spinny chair. Oh my god. Worst idea they ever had that night. Worst idea. I couldn't sit upright in this chair. I kept falling and falling. Somebody had like literally prop me up with their hand. It was both the best and worst experience that I have ever had in my entire life. But I turned my kitchen floor into lava. Like I don't know how many times like you could say that, oh hey, the floor is lava, and it looked like actual fucking lava with bright orange fucking soup.
That's funky.
That's all I'm talking. That's my time.
Thank you, Aiden. Everybody, round of applause for Aiden. I want to see you do that set sober. I want to hear because I do like the premise. I think the premise of that making the floor lava, but I think you need to get to it faster. But that may just be the weeds. That's why I want to say I want to see it sober. Be some critiquing on that, but yeah. But that's the thing, man. It's you can't win at this. That's the guys that are good at comedy are the ones that don't accept defeat and just keep going. Finally, you start to get better and you start winning more, and then you punch more times, then you come back and you win some, and you slow from doing this. So I think you had great jokes in the first premise. So good job, I think. So I mean, awesome. So anybody else? Eric, would you like to give some inputters? Your popcorn eating mother effer.
Oh no. So no popcorn, but got some grapes.
Well,
if I do it right, it looks like someone else is feeding me.
You're definitely not doing it right.
It almost looks like someone else is feeding me.
Almost.
Almost for a second.
Almost.
Yeah.
all right,
You know
all
what?
right, guys.
It's like grapes and they still taste good. So fuck it.
Hey,
Let's
Joe.
Might fool these other stoners, but not me.
What's that?
Joe,
I
how about you? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Aiden, funny story of, but yeah, like Keller was saying, we got to get there faster. I know I have a tendency to ramble, especially inebriated. So you got to be careful with that sometimes. That's a hard lesson to learn, especially in a comedy club. This is a safe place, but on stage in a packed room and you're just like rambling is tough. So try and hone that in. Other than that, that's a hilarious story, man. Find the funny in there and punch it up.
Yeah. We got a comment here, guys. Eric needs to wear a toga. Good job.
I'm not
I
that
like I like Scott's comment about Joe's kids.
Oh man, Seabiscuit one. There you go.
Yes.
all right, guys. I have a little bit. I have work real fucking early in the morning. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to say goodbye.
No worries,
I
Aiden.
I
Hey,
appreciate.
I have one question, Aiden.
Sure.
What does lava smell like?
To be honest with you, a mix of puke, piss, and dirt.
Oh. Okay, cool.
wow.
All right. You're awesome, man.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening.
Keep coming out, man. Okay. We'll see you soon, Aiden. Round of applause for Aiden, everybody.
Can I address the elephant in the room?
Sure.
That answer suggests that at some point in that night, he ingested all of those things to be in that vomit. When was he drinking piss and eating dirt? What
Again,
kind of
it's probably
lifestyle
tasty
does
eating,
Cat
right?
have?
That's
Yeah.
I
what
need
happens.
to follow him around with the camera. That is that's a million hit show right there.
That's why you don't eat marijuana. It's the devil's food.
Think of the story you're gonna have after this. My very first comedy experience was getting way too stoned, telling some puke story. But yeah, story later in the year. I love to tell stories like that. It's an awesome experience for him. So I hope he keeps coming out. Great. How about we move on? Now I'm out of order. Michael, are you ready?
Sure.
Listen, I want you to put a very big 420 claps together for Michael Copenhagen, everybody.
I'm recently single, and it really sucks because I'm 47 years old, and all the goddamn dating stuff is digital these days. I like to meet people the analog way. Hi, I really think you're an interesting person. I find you very attractive. My name's Mike. Let's get together. Let's get to know each other. Let's have coffee. Let's have a drink. Whatever. It's not like that. It's swipe right, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left. Well, I've got kids, but my kids aren't kids anymore. They're grown. And my son just recently turned 20, so I had to have that awkward talk with him. Hey, man, what is Tinder, and how do you use it? It's like this weird 20-minute symposium from my kid on how to take a classy dick pic. I'm off and running on Tinder. But 48 hours later, I deleted Tinder because this lady, I was 45 at the time. This lady was 57, 12 years my senior. She sent me a message, and it said, "Hey, man, you're way too old for Tinder." I'm 45, she's 57. So I'm typing out, "Fuck you, you old cunt." Oh, then I stopped. And I realized before I hit send that the sad truth is Tinder's for any chick, but just young dick. So I just deleted Tinder. I went on to Match.com. Like 6.5 hours of this weird psychological breakdown of your every fiber of your being. I'm finally going on Match.com. Nothing happens for the first few hours. I'm not thinking much of it. And then, bing, I'm like, ooh, I got a message. So I look, and it's from Match.com. and it says, "Hey, man, we never expected this. We have every engineer working through the logarithm, but it looks like you have broken the mold. We cannot find a match for you. So here's double your money back. And, you know, the line to your suicide hotline. Here you go. So I got double my money back. I really did kind of count that as a win. So then I was like, man, I'm going to try one more. And I went to Plenty of Fish. And my friends, they're all assholes. They call it Plenty of Fatties. And there are. Once in a while, though, you have a nice date. You have a good time. You get to know each other pretty well. You drive her home and you're letting her out. And she says, hey, do you want to come inside? Now, for any young folks out there that don't understand that question, what she's asking you is, hey, do you want to come inside? I don't know how you approach that question. My answer is always yes. I want to come inside. So on my way inside, and in your mid-40s, the weird thing about dating for sure is almost all women my age have kids. So on the way inside, she's like, listen, I got a 13-year-old daughter, but don't worry. She's in bed for the night. She's not going to come downstairs at all. We get inside. You know, she says, listen, you get as comfortable as you dare on the couch. I'm going to go grab us a couple of drinks. I'll be right back. She disappears through the kitchen. And 1.6 seconds later, I'm butt naked on her couch. I dared. Now I'm thinking to myself, you can't just be butt naked on her couch when she comes through that door. Shove it up. Come on. First impression's everything. You gotta make it look good. You want her to be impressed. Then the thought hits me, you can't just be sitting on her couch beating your dick when she comes through that door. You got to come up with a line, something really smooth, something really sexy that's going to melt her heart and make her yours. So I come up with my line, and I'm running it over and over again in my head. I don't want to screw this up. I want to come inside. I hear a little ruckus. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then that goddamn kid that wasn't going to come down the stairs starts coming right down the stairs. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I used the line I had in my head for a mom. I said, suck it. Now, I know what you're thinking. That was the end of my time in those ladies' lives, but that's where you'd be wrong. This really cool judge wants me to pay for all that girl's therapy, and I want to be there for her. I am that man. I finally made a list. It wasn't the dean's list, but I'm somebody. I'm on a list, folks. That's it for me. Michael Copenhaver, comedian.com. Please and thank you.
Hey.
I'm usually not this fucking high when I do this. I like to have 2 or 3 beers and maybe, you know, a little bit of puff. Yeah, to be in spirit of it, I really, really got fucking high. You know what helps a chocolate edible kick in? Chocolate Kush, chased by a mango, whatever this pen thing is.
Mango vape pen, I guess, right? Vape
It sure is. It's mango vape, all right. Mango-licious.
Awesome. I think you did a pretty good job. I really enjoyed it. So we'll give Joe a chance to tell you what he thinks first.
Very funny. I like the your kid teaching you Tinder.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very funny premise.
Thanks, man.
Very solid. And then I just love your progression through that and how you took us on a great ride all the way through, all the way through to a good finish.
Thank you.
As it were, as maybe you didn't finish in your story, but
I was close.
No, yeah, it was real solid, like all the way through. So, no real input other than good stuff.
Thanks. To be fair, because I was so goddamn stoned, that's some of the oldest material I have. That has been so fucking worked. That's like 2 years old stuff that I just stopped working on.
Yeah.
it started working so well, I just quit toying with it.
Here's actually, if you want to toy with it, here's Scott's input. They call it match.com because after a few minutes on being on there, you want the bird right down. Good job.
That is an excellent tag.
So yeah, here's another one. Plenty of fish, and by that we mean catfish.
Actually, you know what? That stuff is so old, and I haven't done it in so long. I forgot one of my beats. I said, "Then do you know?" I always thought that was a stupid phrase. Plenty of fish. You know why there's plenty of fish? They keep getting thrown back. That's it. All the rejects. That's why I was there on Plenty of Fish. I forgot that beat. It's an old joke, and I just haven't done it in so long.
Yeah, well, I think it works still. Cal, what do you think?
When the little kid like coming downstairs and you were like, oh, the only thing I had prepared was for Mom Suck It, I would be like, hey kid, beat it. Because
What?
You're not the first person to suggest that to me.
oh, okay.
In the end, I just cannot. At the end of the day, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you could actually do it this way. Actually, where you're standing in front of a judge and a lawyer reading out to you. Did you really say, "Beat it, kid," while you were naked? Like, like reading your words back to you. I'm like, no,
Right.
what I meant. That's not what I meant. And you're yourself then, right? I just think that's.
I was just trying to fuck his mom. Like,
Yeah.
I like that. Actually, I'm
Weird
looking forward to that.
thumbnail.
Start farting around with that again. The beat it, kid. I don't know, because that's not the first time I've been suggested that. I don't know. I was having a hard time with it. But at the end of the day, I was very stressed. You know, I've been running it over my head over and over again. So I'm not really trying to be some kind of pedophile creep. And I very clearly said 13. So at least she's got pubes for sure. That makes no less weird, right?
yeah, there you go. Hey, I had a pedophile joke tonight too, so you're not
I
alone.
loved it. That was maybe my favorite joke of the night. I really liked that. But Joe's thing. It was really good.
What, that I'm fat again?
No, get out.
That was his play on your stuff. That was hilarious.
And I was
You're
just
gonna
gonna
write
say,
a
like,
book.
sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
like, plenty of fish,
What?
like plenty of fish, or like not enough teeth, or like not enough jobs, or plenty of whatever else that's gross. I don't know, but maybe that's been done too.
I just realized it's like we're standing in a circle that's not quite done yet. We're just all like, man, I just want to go away. Like, hey, you've had too much circle you've been in. You ever done that? Standing in a circle just. It's funny. I'm sorry, my brain's gone sideways because I had way too much. So it's one of those things.
It's good feedback. Thank you all.
Oh, sorry, Eric. Do you have anything for Michael?
No, yeah, I was waiting for him to mention TED Talk when his son was helping him walk him through Tinder. Waiting for him to say TED Talk for some fucking reason, but he said something else, but it was like, oh yeah, it's like, or TED Talk, yeah, kind of thing. It was great. But I kind of what Joe said about taking us on that ride. I thought it was really awesome that, and I feel like this doesn't happen very often, at least when I'm paying or have the ability to pay more attention. But maybe I was more noticing of it now because it happened tonight. Is that this whole last bit you did was all focused on like your personal life and dating, like the whole thing beginning to end. And I just think it's rare. Sometimes you get a moment where you get to watch someone like be on stage and do a topic of just that one specific thing for straight 5 to 7 minutes. I think all of us earlier, like, we bounced around to different topics, but this one specifically, like, sticks out to me.
Thanks, man.
He had that story and it stayed on topic the whole time. He just rode that whole wave in of, like, the whole thing, dating and Tinder, all of it. It stuck right there, even to the terrible part where I'm on a list. You know, like up to
That
the
was fun.
very fucking end. Like it took, you know what I mean? It's just like I went on this date, and that, you know, my date said that girl's gonna stay in bed. Well, she fucking didn't. You know, and like I am in court with my dick in my hand again. You know? But I love how he like took the whole like follow the theme all the way beginning to end. It was fucking great. So
Thanks, man.
Can I admit that Eric's synopsis are getting much better? I mean, just because you were synopsising it, just I mean, oh, sorry, I was. Sorry, Joe said that he said, thanks for the synopsis earlier, but sorry, I was trying. Wow, I'm stoned. Yeah, okay, so but good. Yeah, oh, for everybody, this is too much. Okay, listen. I think we can have a round of applause for Michael. That was a very good set, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Amazing how you remembered it after that long not doing it. So that's pretty good. I don't think I can remember anything from 2 years ago. But okay, so listen, our last comedian, everybody. I know you've been here for the whole thing. You've been sitting and supporting us, okay? And listen, this next comedian, he's pretty funny. He's beating a lot of chips. I hope he's not like, kind of tired now, but he's been on the ball, looking all sexy like Jagmeet Singh, looking great. Please put your hands together for Eric or everybody.
all right. Keep it going for everybody else you saw tonight so far. It's been a long, fun night. Yeah, I'm right at that point where it was like you hit the snack threshold. I felt like I did a stay-at-home version of that because I was like, oh man, there's that cheese in the fridge, but I didn't want to just eat the cheese. I gotta melt it. I gotta put it on something. Go through the whole like beautiful mind pothead version of how you're gonna fucking make toast. It's not that complicated. Turn on toaster, put the fucking bread in, but like that's not how you think about it when you're fucking stoned. You have to like break it all down. Like, how long do I leave it in there? And how much cheese is too much cheese? And will pot counteract my lactardness? Whatever the fuck, like, you're like second guessing everything. And at the same stupid ass time, you're like, after I eat this one thing, I'm gonna be fine. I'm not gonna want anything else. Wrong. Like, I like just jumped to like a different snack. It had bread on it. Yeah, exactly. Minus the crunch. No abs here. Anyway. I don't know why I saw that box and he was just like, I immediately thought of munching on stuff and then exercise because of guilt. Because too much munching. And I was like, oh God, yeah, so much of that second thing, but none of the first thing. That is all munch, no crunch. Like, not today. Not first thing tomorrow morning. Maybe in like 48 to 72 hours. Not likely. But someday, hopefully. Until then, just more fucking munch, right? Just angry all the time. You know what's not as embarrassing though, other than the fact that I'm on camera and talking about this shit, is that I did the stay home version, but this was like a very condensed home version of like driving really fucked up and you don't know what you want to eat. You're so hungry. So what do? You go to like 4 fucking places on the way home. Like you've taken the Pothead drive-through tour after a long night. I don't know. It's shameful as fuck. I don't understand what it is. I'm going to share my shame with you. So you're fucked up at the end of the night and you're like, oh man, I don't know what I want. And the only things that are open are like drive-thrus. So you're like, do I want burgers? Do I want tacos? Do I want, fried chicken sandwich, whatever? You can't make up your fucking mind. You know what you end up doing? You go to all 3 of those fucking places that you can get out of your head. And like, as you're driving to the next one, you keep moving. Like you're eating, you're driving, you're turning, you're dipping, you're snacking on the way to the next place. And it happens all over again. And then like the next morning looks like a crime scene in your passenger seat, dead fries, dried up ketchup like I got shot, you know, napkins with food stains on it, just splattered everywhere, foil wrappers, partially shredded, some balled up, some splattered chocolate shake on the window. You know, it's embarrassing. Like, who died here? And the answer is, I did a little bit on the inside last night. That's the time, guys.
Yay! Oh, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Very funny. I like that multiple drive-through premise. I think that's really funny. I think it'd be funny if you like woke up and you like you said, it was like a crime scene, and what if now you gotta like hide the evidence, and so you're like ditching it, you know, you're like rolling down the window, you're just chucking stuff out while you're driving down the freeway. It's like, oh geez, your cup holder, you can only have 2 cups, but you've made 4 stops, and you have to get the combo meal, right? It's economics. I think it'd be funny if you're like, yeah, at the end is like, you know, there's a crime scene. Did somebody die here? You're like, yeah, me a little bit. If you added like your dignity, you know, your self-worth.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was solid. That was a great, man. Good stuff. So
Thanks.
yeah, that's all I had.
Mass shooting thing in there, like a mass shooting memorial. Your path seat. Does that make sense? No, maybe not. I'm pretty sure. Here, let's show this here. I want
Here
to
we go.
quick placement tonight. I mean, that's pretty funny.
Oh, man.
Here's one here. Use your words, Keller Reeves. I know had a little more than I thought it was going to happen. Things aren't coming out right. Okay. I love the idea of 4 and how you would pick out the worst groupies. Here's a asking Burger King if they do covers of McDonald's.
Oh, I'm driving a fucking tour bus now?
Yeah.
Even when you're high, you know that's a bad idea. Those things don't fit in a drive-through.
Yeah, tour bus. Your tour bus is just like a one of those VW bug vans.
Oh my god,
that's your tour bus. So, yeah.
My tour bus.
Here's another one. While your order is being placed, you are waving a lighter. Yeah.
Who says the drive-through tour you pick up the worst groupies, or would they be the best?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're picking them up from a drive-through, they're already pretty much at rock bottom.
Yeah.
Or a high school kid.
Yeah. Here's another one here. It's a funny premise, my friend. That's what he's saying. So there you go. Kevin, you have anything for him?
Yeah, I don't know. At the beginning, I just wrote down snack attack, and I have no idea why. So anyway, just funny words are sounding funny to me tonight. So anyway, you know, poop, cahoot, and snack attack, words of the night. But no, I was thinking like at the beginning before you were saying that you were eating it all, you know, between drive-throughs, I was gonna say that you end up with like the most gloriously cold ass meal. You know, when you got home with all of it, and it's all like disgusting. But also the drive-through version of The Amazing Race, only the prize is heart disease. That's all I got for you. But that was really funny. I liked it.
Quality time with your toilet.
Yeah.
I was watching Eric. What I really liked about you was that I really didn't know you started. Like, I really like when I'm like a comedian's on and I'm kind of enthralled, where I almost feel like he's talking just to me, and that's what I kind of felt with that whole thing. So I really enjoyed it. It was like almost like it became personal between audience, right? You brought us all in. I really like that part, right? So, I mean, keep up the good work on that thing. I thought it was well done. Like, I love the process with the tour bus and what you do. It is funny, ridiculous. You got this thing, you're a rock star. You know, just going up with a kid and just living your best life. So,
Yeah, that would be great. I think if you had all the windows rolled down and you're just blaring whatever song, and now it just got more ridiculous instantly like that in my head, where you have like a PA system on the hood or on top of the vehicle, and you can like talk through it like cops can with their radios on their cars, singing along with the music while the music's blaring while you're waiting for the food. Like ridiculous. It is. What the hell is this supposed to be? It's whatever I want it to be, but we like to call it karaoke on wheels. Game. Like, just I don't know. It's just stupid.
Well, I can't wait to see how it turns out. Yeah. Hey, Michael, what do you have for him?
Just to piggyback on what you were saying, that conversational intro that just makes you feel like, yeah, I'm just up here, just chilling out, telling stories. That's a hard thing to pull off. A lot of people aren't smooth enough to just slide in like that. That's really slick.
Yeah.
Really slick. And I just like the way you were weaving the tale together. To piggyback off of something that Joe had mentioned, if you're getting the combo everywhere, you only have 2 drink holders. So you got that third cup coming at the third place. So now it's a race from spot 1 to spot 3 to chug that drink down. And now, oh no, I gotta pee. Just another little niche to throw in there. Another little wrinkle for your tale.
Yeah.
But I really like the way you were putting the whole thing together. It was, like you said, just that conversational, and then this, and then that. Loved it. Loved the delivery. Love it all. It was really good.
Thank you.
You ever seen that movie Cannonball Run?
I
mean,
long time ago.
You could almost make it like a game, like literally a game with people, like not even on stage, but make it a show where like people have to get like a scavenger hunt of getting like all best booze to bring to somebody, and it's like Cannonball Run where they're just racing through, or faster in the drive-through, like all this stuff. Anyways, you sent me a bit weird on that one too. So. I think we give another round of applause for Eric, everybody. Good job. Okay. So, guys, probably Scott's the only one left. So, Michael, where can we find you? Where can we? Yeah.
I'm right there. www.michaelcovenevercomedian.com. I do 2 podcasts I'm really proud of every Saturday morning. That's why I was really intrigued to check out the speed round or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The one on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I do is it's a podcast. Me and my partner, the great Spite McCulley, we have a guest come on every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. We go live on Facebook. It's called One Joke at a Time. And we take a premise in the beginning. And in that hour, we come up with a 3 to 5 minute bit. We don't really work the bit. We just keep throwing beats off each other and goofing off and taking weird walks with it. And then everybody on the show will take their own version of all that stuff. You know what I mean? And build 3 completely unique jokes based off the same premise.
Oh.
And then we'll go out, perform it, film it, and then show it on the show again.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun to be on. And open invitation here. All invited, please. It's every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. I'd love to have each and every one of you on at one point. Please and thank you. Reach out. Find me on Facebook. Please love me. I need it. I'm a terrible human being, and I'm just, trying to love myself a little bit more by you loving me.
Yeah. Well, definitely check that out. I think we'll get it put into the, I guess the notes of the Facebook or notes of whatever it's going to be. So
yeah, and that's on Saturday mornings. And the other one I'm really proud of is it's nobody's really watching it because it's on Friday night at 9 o'clock. We're the only losers when we're not doing a live show anywhere else. We're doing the podcast. It's called Area 50.9, just short of the truth. We talk about conspiracies, aliens, supernatural shit, all sorts of weird, goofy stuff. But of course, we're comedians. We goof off while we're doing it. And lately, we've been finding that some of our comedian brethren have their own weird goddamn conspiracy theories. So we've been delving into people and their own crazy bullshit. Sometimes we got people coming on to tell their own true stories about what they've experienced supernaturally, things like that. Pretty compelling stuff, believe it or not, from a bunch of yo-yos. But that's every Friday night at 9 p.m. Also on Facebook, Area 50.9, just short of the truth. Just find me. That's how you spell my name. That would be great.
Yeah. I won't spell it out for Brad. It's long for me. I won't be able to see it in this inebriated speak. But yeah, no, way to go. Hey, yeah, Kel, first time. How'd you like it?
Yeah, it was super fun. Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks a lot for breaking me in gently. And it was really cool having all you guys like super seasoned. So it was humbling to to get all those really nice feedback. So thank you very much.
No, you did great. You did great tonight. So
In a way, I just realized something. We have all made your husband Jonathan our comedy cuck. He had to watch as we treated you in a comedy, right? He's our comedy cuck. That's right. I'm here every Monday.
Our anniversary is coming up. I'm going to make him a t-shirt. It's our cotton anniversary. So that's perfect. Thank you for the idea there, Michael. I am done. Was that like $5.99 at Michael's? We're through here. Thank you. Some puffy paint. Yeah.
I want to see pictures of that, please, and thank you.
Yeah, if you want to find me on Instagram, if you like dog and cat and lizard pictures and just weird stuff that I take pictures of when I'm high, and yeah, so I'm K.D on Instagram, and if you show me yours, if you follow me, I'll follow you.
Hey Joe, how about you? We're gonna find you, buddy.
Right here at jgomez206 on Twitter and Instagram. That's a personal page, but it'll direct you to all of my comedy stuff. So feel free to give a follow, give a like if you're so inclined. And yeah, thanks for being out here tonight, you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
You should follow that, people. That guy, folks. If you're not, you're stupid. That guy's fucking funny.
High praise, thank you.
Yeah.
Bro, I enjoyed you, man. That was good shit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Eric, how about you? Where can we find you, my friend?
In front of food, but also
the munchies.
Right here, Eddie Boys. That's the my tag for Twitter right there, and you can find me on Facebook. My name's right before that. Also, you can find, if you look for me, SoundCloud.com. Some older stuff. I've got stuff on there, just audio stuff only, obviously, and my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's about it. And I had a blast as always.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Well, my name's Keller Reeves. You can find me pretty much online here because I can't do anything else because we're COVID stuck. But I did get stuck stuff today. So hopefully in 10 days go live, we'll have a great time and I'll be able to do some comedy. I'll be do some stuff. I'll say fuck you, blood clots, and just be a better person than I was before. And this comedy has made me a better person. I want to thank you guys for sticking it out. I want to thank all the comedians for doing it stoned and doing it straight. It was like a problem. So I appreciate all you guys. You're all funny, and I'm sure we'll all follow each other and have a great time. So let's say goodbye.
Good night, everybody.